Uh,
Wait,
hey,
wait.
hey guys, this is Derek and Jack
How's it going?
uh from Mediocre Streams. We're here to present to you our very late, very off time
Top 10 games
of
of
the
decade
from
from
2010
2010 to 2019. 2010 to 2019. This is our top 10 games. And how did you want to explain how we're doing?
We'll be listing our favorite games from each year, 2010 to 2019, and highlighting what we feel is our favorite game of that year. We will then get into our top 10. Now, those previous games, those were just honorable mentions. Our top 10 is going to be our top 10 games of the last 10 years. Awesome to awesomest
Games.
Yeah.
And it was a very, very tough list. And I'm going to say it later, but I'll say it now anyway. Like, this list is subject to change, but we're probably not going to update it on this video.
I'm comfortable with my selection.
I'm not comfortable with my selection at all. I was sweating coming up with it. So
Yeah. So we're just gonna say, let's start favorite games.
So do you want to do your back? No, I guess you want to just go
let's
off
go
your
year by
list.
I'll go. I'll
Do
say
your
my
list.
year.
Yeah,
then you
and
do
then-
your year.
Gotcha. And then
Okay.
we'll get to the top 10.
Yeah.
We should go. Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. 2010. This is
2000.
our 2010. Let's hear it.
Well, 2010. What a good year. What a good year. I don't remember anything about 2010.
It's very hazy, but it's a different time.
I had a stroke several times in 2010, but we had some pretty good games, some pretty awesome games when we were still in school.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting because you're gonna notice, like, first off, that our list gets smaller, interestingly enough, but I think there's a lot more nostalgia for those games in the early years. Because, for example, I was in 2010, I believe I was in 7th grade.
I don't
right?
remember
So-
what grade I was in.
So things are gonna be way more like rose-tinted glasses as we get further in. We're gonna start, as we are cold-hearted killers.
So, I have BioShock 2, really good game. Actually the first one I played before I get to the others. Battlefield Bad Company 2, my first Battlefield game. Or no, Bad Company 1. But I did play
Battlefield
2.
Bad Company. That was in 2010?
No, Bad Company 2
Was in 2010.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I did play that. It is good, but I was spoiled by the Battlefield games I'd played since. Metro 2033, amazing game. Someone in this room still needs to play it.
I'm getting to it.
Halo Reach, the Bungie going off with a bang. Alien vs Predator 2010. It's not really a well-known or well-remembered game, but hell, I had a lot of fun with that.
Yes.
Yes.
Great game.
Monday Night Combat. Another game that just didn't get the credit it deserves. Just really addicting game. Skate 3. Because, man, those skate games, talk about giving Tony Hawk a run for their money. But if I had to choose the honorable mention,
The most honored mention. if
don't
you will.
interrupt me, of 2010, I have to go with Halo Reach. Because, wow. Taking Firefight and making it so much better than what ODST had. A great campaign.
Incredibly memorable.
Yes. Oh man. It just. I mean, again, I don't remember much. It's been a long time, but man, I just remember playing that game so much after school, trying to unlock everything I can. Well, let's see what you got for 2010. Maybe you have Reach too, and we can go a little more into it.
My 2010. Here it is. So I got Aliens vs Predator as well. Not too much to be said. Besides, I actually didn't get to play the story modes on it, which did include story modes with Alien, Predator, and of course a Marine.
Really cool.
Yeah,
Really good,
absolutely.
really good.
Just from what I've seen. But I played the multiplayer a ton. I say a ton, but a good bit. The Marine, playing as a Marine against the Aliens and the Predators.
Oh man.
It's a different ball game. There's literally nothing like it. 3, it's crazy. Supreme Commander 2, actually an RTS I jumped in later down the line. I jumped in on the Xbox 360.
Never played that.
Yeah, it's a very intense, tons of forces on the ground. It's a futuristic and everything, so it's got like all these crazy technologies and everything. Lots of fun, a lot of good memories with that one. Skate 3, baby. I think Skate 3, while not as good as Skate 2, it ended the era of skateboarding game proper. I think we don't see them as much until, of course, is it
Session? I believe
Session's gonna be coming out. So hopefully that'll maybe
someday.
Yeah, maybe reinvigorate the skateboarding game genre. But Skate 3, amazing game. Monday Night Combat, the summer of 2010.
Hell.
Yes.
Churro.
Absolute. That game, you can't find anybody playing it, but if you can somehow find maybe like a community or something to hop on.
You can get a private lobby going.
Yeah,
man.
like if you can find it on Steam, on the PC, everything, find it for $5, I believe. I would strongly recommend it. Great game, great world. I love it.
Don't leave your kids in the stand. They will be forced into servitude.
Yes. Civilization 5.
You and your Civ games.
Yeah, there ain't much to say. Hell, what's the saying? It says just one more turn is the literal, like, it's perfect. I would literally stay on an extra hour more than I want to, like, on a school night, like, way into the morning hours, you know what I mean? That's a great game. Dead Rising 2, not the most memorable. It's a legend, in my personal opinion, it's a legend among zombie games. Cut Green's Fortune City are
the best dad.
The best dad. Great game. Fable 3, which I know isn't recognized as the best Fable. In fact, just with the little research I've done, it's regarded as the worst Fable. But me and my friends all played at the same time. It was actually given away for free on Xbox 360. Had tons of great memories with it. Absolutely loved it.
And you hold the distinct honor of being in the minority of people who played, was it Fable Legends?
Fable Legends, I was going to mention that later down the line, but yes, I was in the alpha for that, and it doesn't no longer exist. So very
You'll
cool.
never get another chance.
But side note too, Fable 3 actually came really close to, one of the few games that's actually got me really close to crying when a character was in trouble, and I was like, oh my god, why am I feeling this way? Like, what?
What are feelings?
Yeah, I remember being like, oh my goodness. And Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, I just built upon Assassin's Creed 2, and just an overall very amazing immersive game. Absolutely love to get a go around at that again. But of course, the shining monument of 2010 will have to be the same as Derek's Halo Reach, baby.
Yes,
Halo Reach. I'm telling you, it was. You said it. It is Bungie's, to me, a near perfect send off to their.
They left Microsoft in trouble because there's no way you could follow it up on that.
Oh yeah, because what really captured me was not only the story where, it's spoilers because
it's
all,
10 years old,
right? So hopefully you caught up, but like you
get
have
the
these,
Master Chief Collection, go play it.
Yeah, hopefully but you'll go from these grandiose deaths to Carter sacrificing himself, or George to a simple
cat just getting shot and
just so intense, catch you off guard and everything.
My man George. We made it count. We didn't make it count. It got worse.
Yeah, it did get worse. The multiplayer, I mean, it all speaks for itself, man. But the armor customization was just on a different level, and that's exactly. If you guys need to know one thing about me, that any game that involves any amount of customization, the better, the better the customization, the more you're gonna capture my love. And that game did a perfect amount of things from your gauntlets all the way to your knee pads. You know what I mean? Great customization. Halo 4 and 5 flopped with it compared to that. Hopefully with Halo Infinite, they'll capture that exact same customization. Reach. And of course we have to mention soundtrack.
Oh my god.
Every Halo nails it. But
whenever it starts up, I'm just like,
you can't help but get feels. It's insane. It's insane. But yeah, so 2010, there you go.
Good year, first year for this list, and let's see where we go from there. But now we're on to 2011. What a year. What was that? Captain America?
Was it really?
Yeah, First Avenger.
It was Captain America. Yep.
Oh my god, I was in high school.
Yep.
Yeah. And, like, I'm not even gonna, I was just gonna end up saying, This year had great game. This game had great years.
This game had great years, ladies and gentlemen.
But I have to go through. I would have to say for each year. I'm not doing that. But we're gonna start off Portal 2. Really fun little puzzle game with with a great characters. It was so funny. It's such a funny game. Gears of War 3. Like we had played Gears 1. Really liked it.
This is so long ago.
Yeah,
too.
so long before. But we got into this, and it was just like, had to get Horde. I need to beat Horde.
Yeah,
Still need to beat it.
little side note too, I would have made it so special is that our friend actually let us borrow it, and we played it so much that night. We said, dude, we have to buy this game. Have to buy it. We did.
Battlefield 3, the game that got me into Battlefield, that blew me away. I was just like, I gotta play these games. And we'll see that later on the list. Mortal Kombat 9. I played it after the fact, but it came out that year. I should have played it when it first came out, because, man, what a great return to form for Mortal Kombat. Dead Island. Yeah, the trailer let us down. Not the serious game we thought it was going to be, but man, just really good zombie killing, really great graphics. I really enjoyed the gameplay.
Awesome world.
Yeah, really well designed. Saints Row 3. Man, I loved Saints Row. Those are just the stupidest games that know how to have a good time. You know what? I'm not going to say that if you don't like Saints Row, there's something wrong with you, but you probably just don't like fun. Section 8 Prejudice.
Oh, that's such a good choice. It's not on my list. Oh my god.
You can retroactively put it on, but
yeah, absolutely.
Man, that was our summer. That was our summer. We were on vacation, but because the weather was shitty, we were just in there playing Section 8 Prejudice. That game does not get enough credit. I wish they would make another. I wish they would make another. That's just so good. And Modern Warfare 3. You're not going to see a lot of Call of Duty on this list because I kind of fell off. Yeah.
And you fell off.
Yeah. Well, we don't know about
this
Goober
sheep,
over here.
This sheep over here.
But Modern Warfare 3 was just such a refinement of Modern Warfare 2's mechanics. Story was good. Not as good as 2. But I just had so much fun with the multiplayer. I still remember my gun. CM901. I love that gun. I got so many kills with it.
This man was a beast with the gun.
Oh my god, I love it.
I'll admit it.
And that would have to be my honorable mention. Modern Warfare 3. It was between that, Battlefield 3, and Gears 3. But because I came into Battlefield late, and Gears really good, but Modern Warfare 3 was just the after-school game. You come home,
dude. You can't put points. You had to put points on it too for that reason.
Yeah,
you know, because it felt so good.
I was in high school, coming home after a long day. It was time to hop on and play some Modern Warfare. I loved it. I just had so much fun. But that's my 2011. What's your 2011, Jim?
2011. Ready? Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Oh,
yeah. Lots of fond memories playing that one. Next game, MK9. Definitely left a good, explanation for it. Just a great, my first MK as well.
Who was your main?
Oh, you best believe it was Cyber Sub-Zero, baby. Let me tell you. The next one, Portal 2. Yeah, I hopped on the game way too late, but I played it religiously. It was literally like, I think it was 4 days, just kept going. Love Portal 2.
Cave Johnson is the king.
He is the king. Brink.
Only you and like 5 other people.
This is correct. Brink was a really cool world. Awesome art style. The gunplay was god-awful. It was sloppy.
Oh, really?
Yes. But the customization was damn near flawless. I don't know, right time. For me, I love that game. It's a piece of crap, though. But I do like it a lot.
Tell that to the devs. It's a piece of crap, but I really like it.
Terraria. Just awesome art style to it. Amazing world. I have lots of fond memories for that one. Toy Soldiers Cold War. I almost didn't put it on my little list of honorable mentions, but I really adored that game. I actually didn't play it too much, but I do really appreciate what it did. And it did it well. It was a tower defense.
I was about to say, what kind of game was that? Yeah, tower defense.
Dead Island. The same thing, very immersive world. Lots of fun to play with. play in. Characters are cool. Skills are fun to use.
Still waiting for 2.
Still waiting for 2.
I think it's Deep Silver. I don't remember who the dev is,
Mm-hmm.
but get your ass on that.
Absolutely. Gears 3. Same thing, man. The after school game, it was crazy. I literally played, if I remember correctly, D and I did not touch multiplayer. Excuse me.
I played some.
Played some multiplayer,
But
like,
Horde
let's
is
say
what-
5%.
Yeah.
Literally 5%. But 95% of our time in that
yeah.
game was Horde mode, and we get to like level 70 something.
We
would not stop.
It's always right there.
Yeah, we never beat it. We
I
never
know,
got to beat wave 50.
Because some jackhole would always drop out and we'd be left with 3 guys and there's no way you're beating. You're getting past 40.
Yeah, absolutely not. Dark Souls. I know a lot of people have it like this. The fan base is one of the strongest I've seen, and I actually personally have not beat it, and I know neither is Knucklehead.
Well, that's why I didn't put it on my list because, like, yeah, but I didn't get enough into it.
Yeah.
Really.
And I would say the same thing, but I actually do really love that world for what little I've seen. I've seen a lot more on YouTube and everything, and I could just really admire and appreciate that type of game and world. Just overall amazing. MW3 said the same thing. Awesome way to leave off of Modern Warfare 2. While in my opinion, it's not quite as good, I still absolutely loved it. Saints Row 3. If you don't know how to give a good time,
Yeah.
hop off. Great game. I don't care what nobody says. It's not a GTA
It's
ripoff.
stupidity refined.
Yeah, that's perfect.
These hoes ain't hoes.
Section 8, he said the same thing. Very special game in terms of like no one really hears of that, but Section 8 Prejudice is fantastic. Awesome customization, awesome world. Tropico 4.
Yeah, Tropico guy over. He is El Presidente.
Call me El Presidente from now on. The game is just a city building on an island game, and really you're a dictator. So
That's if you choose. So I don't know what you're doing.
so just have fun with that. So my most honorable game is actually going to be Arkham City. I think that game absolutely nailed its atmosphere, and to this day, it's hands down the best, easily the best superhero game ever made.
And we've played a lot. He's played a lot, and he played all the Arkham games.
Yes, I proudly somehow actually like
You
it was
stumbled
never
your way
it
across
really
the Arkham games.
yeah it really was never on purpose. Like it just kind of one thing after another, and Arkham City's absolutely nailed it. And if anything's gonna come close, it's probably Spider-Man PS4. I've not yet played that game though, but I've heard only good things, great things about it. So, but as of right now, definitely the best one of 2011. At least the most honorable mention of 2011 is gonna be Arkham City.
Yeah. Arkham City for him, Modern Warfare 3 for me. It seems pretty like some pretty good choices. We'll see what the next year holds. And now to 2012, where the world did indeed end. I don't know if you're watching this in the apocalypse. Thanks for tuning in. But another great year. The Dark Knight Rises, The Avengers, other stuff. Disney acquiring Star Wars.
You beat me to it.
That led to mixed results, but games nonetheless stood out as such. That was a mess.
Game stood out.
Far Cry 3. Another game I played after the fact, but really good nonetheless. Most of all for the characters, because Voss is just the best, and you got guys like Herc in there, who is just, I believe that's his name, just the
Must
dude.
be pretty memorable.
Yeah. But yeah, your dude, bro.
Boss is a goat villain
Yeah, oh,
too.
man.
Unexpectedly.
Gotham City Imposters. What a fun, little game. Just kind of a Call of Duty clone, as many people pointed out, but it was just so goofy and had so many unique things going for it. Some fun gameplay stuff. Definitely enjoyed that. Sniper Elite V2. Man, introducing me to a series that I would go on to play all of them except for one in the Zombie Army games, but maybe we'll get there. But oh my god, Sniper Elite V2 is just so good. Call of Duty Black Ops 2. The last COD that I played regularly, because after that I really just fell downhill. But can campaign like the way it was with the multiple decisions and
Absolutely.
endings. Is that too hard,
Great
Activision?
conversation piece for when you were talking to friends when you
Yes.
beat it, because you're like, whoa, you got that ending, or I got this ending.
What did you do? What did you? Yeah, what did you do
Awesome.
here? Connect Star Wars.
Is it really 2012?
The I'm on Solo. I'm on Solo. No, not Connect Star Wars. Mass Effect 3. And I'll just go into it. My honorable mention, Mass Effect 3. I bought the trilogy like somewhere time around 2015 and played the games, but 3 was just so much fun. It was more combat oriented, but I really enjoyed that combat. I enjoyed a lot of the character stuff. Ending could have been better, but there's still great story moments going on. And that final battle, do everything right, is just amazing. Don't say anything to this guy because he still needs to get through them.
I'll get to it. They're on the backlog.
Yeah, you need to get to finishing 2. But that's my 2012. What about you, Jack?
Number one, I do want to say I find it really interesting that Mass Effect 3 was your number one or like your most honorable mention, as opposed to something like Black Ops 2. I don't know. I just felt like that reputation.
Mass Effect 3 just hit me a lot, like really well.
Like that right moment,
yeah,
right time. Especially since you played it beginning to end.
Yeah, I just went straight through.
So that's really cool. As for my list though, Gotham City Imposters, fantastic arcade game. My buddy actually introduced me to it, Brady. Shout out to Brady, and actually introduced me to Monday Night Combat as well. So he just knows how to pick them. But Gotham City Imposters was so much fun. Put way too much hours into it for an arcade game. The Walking Dead Telltale series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You played quite a bit of the Telltale games.
Yes. And while I will admit, I'll be the first to admit, I have not finished the Walking Dead series. I do indeed know what happens. I do personally believe it is a legend among games. That's the only.
It kept like people. It was the
it
talk.
Was, yeah, I remember people absolutely talked about that game nonstop, and it came around the time Walking Dead the show was peaking, so it was like literally perfect. So that's a legend among the greats. Torchlight 2.
Oh yeah, I forgot that game.
It is a Diablo-esque bird's eye view loot game.
Dungeon crawl. Dungeon crawl.
You'll have a lot of fond memories playing with the boys. Natural Selection 2. It's actually a first-person mixed with an RTS. So
please explain it to the few people that have played it.
Yeah. So essentially, just to sum it up, it is I believe a 5v5 with one commander on each side, and it's Marines versus aliens, and you just have to fight on this. What do you call it? Not an arena style map, but it's very narrow corridors and there's all types of maps, but they're mostly narrow. And with these commanders, you have to build stuff like you would in a game like Halo Wars or Company of Heroes or something like that. So essentially, you're commanding the real players what to do, and if you don't do that, the game falls apart. The reason why I explain this game so much is I think that this type of game would be absolutely successful if remade with a big studio today. Just the mix of the RTS and first-person shooters is absolutely great idea. Next one would be Halo 4. While I don't necessarily think it was the best next step for Halo's campaign.
It had some fun multiplayer stuff going on.
Yeah, it had some fun multiplayer. The class stuff I know was very polarizing to a lot of people, but I really enjoyed it. I have a lot of fond memories playing that one. Black Ops 2. Same thing with him, man, except I didn't fall off. It had a great campaign. It's actually regarded as the best multiplayer for Call of Duty. Like, people unanimously agree, like, this was...
I could see that.
Really?
Yeah. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, but I can't see that, but I do respect it. But as for my most honorable mention, Borderlands 2, I know you want to spew your brains out about it, but
I'll take my chance.
You will. But I mean, what's there to say? It's possibly the greatest looter shooter ever made.
It is a game that, I mean, I'm going to keep it short because I'll get to it, but it's a game that any aspiring looter shooter should look at.
Yeah, this is like the game to model. The game to model after, hands down.
And there's improvements that the other Borderlands games made, but 2 is just like, Destiny, you're getting better. Look at this game. Anthem, you're dead. I don't need to talk to you.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
You'll
I'll get into it.
You'll get into it, but keep it short and sweet on my end. It is once again like The Walking Dead. It is I regard it as one of the legends of gaming, and easily, and of course, Handsome Jack just fantastic villain. I don't know how they did it, but that is my 2012 games. Not too long of a list, but definitely a bunch of solid games. I absolutely had great memories with all these games.
Remember when G4 did their top 100 games of all time?
Yes.
You think it's because they thought the world was going to end?
G4 did the top 100 in 2012, and I'm 100% certain they did that because the world was going to
I know. Because there's I'm pretty sure Borderlands 2 would be on that.
They had presented it like this is it. This is the top 100 of all time.
Guys. Also, never got over it. You know what's on that list? Words with Friends. You know what people don't care about anymore? Words with Friends. You know what wasn't on that list? Team Fortress 2.
That's right. They didn't put TF2 on there.
It's what the fuck?
Yeah, it's a big game. God. That is besides the point. Next year, 2013. Let's get right into it.
But now to 2013. A good year for me as I graduated high school and started my first job. My first job. But there's some good games in there too. We're just repeating a lot of the same things we say for the beginning of each year. Every year there's going to be good games.
Yes.
Otherwise this list wouldn't really matter, would it? But.
Alright, here, hold on.
Okay. But to start it off, Injustice, Gods Among Us.
Yes, sir.
I didn't really care much for fighting games, but Injustice, we borrowed it. I played it, and boy, I bought it afterwards. I was like, I got graduation money. I was like, let's just go get it. Because, man, it's because of that I've played so many more fighting games, and I've fallen in love with all of what NetherRealm's done. Metro Last Light. The Metro games are just fantastic. And Last Light was just a continuation of that. It was just honing the gameplay, building the world. That's my favorite aspect of Metro games, just their world building. And it was just a more of a great story, and it hit me. There's a decision I made that just hit me when I saw how it played out.
Really?
Yeah. And I was just like, I shouldn't have done that.
If he's emotional too, then it's a big deal.
Saints Row 4. How do we top what we did before? Aliens. You're the president. You're in the Matrix. You have superpowers. Saints Row 5 has a lot to live up to because it was just originally supposed to be a DLC, which even poked fun at in one of the DLCs. But man, it was just more fun. More good old stupid fun. BioShock Infinite. Just a great story. Great game. Funny enough, BioShock 2 had a multiplayer. Infinite didn't. But I played the game, and the whole, Skyhook, is that what it was called?
Yeah, I think so.
How that worked and all that. I was like, man.
It was begging for it.
I was like, I would play a multiplayer on this. But
yeah.
Other than that, it was a great story. I just wanted to play through it. And I wanted to kick the ass of everyone in that horrible city. That was just a terrible place. A game that I just got to last year. But man, if I could have gone back. I could have gone back and played it and saw how it evolved. Warframe.
Oh
my god.
Here we go.
I just started playing it last year, and I've just been hooked and grinding, and I wish I could have been there to just see it grow. Because, man, it's such a fun game. It's so good. But my honorable mention, it was a tough one. I could have done Warframe, but since I caught it way late, I chose not to. I could have done any of the other games. But this game was the summer. It was what I did for the summer. What do you think it was?
Battlefield 4.
No.
GTA.
No.
I don't know.
State of Decay.
Oh.
That was my summer. I played that so much. This was a hard choice, but if I had to really pick one, it's State of Decay because it was just. It's just such a really good game. I can't believe I haven't played the second one yet. And that's what I did all that summer, was just State of Decay. I gotta clear out places. I gotta take care of my communities. Just a really solid zombie game.
Yeah, incredible foundation.
Yeah, hopefully they
Should've
improve
gave 3.
upon what they've done because I've heard mixed things about 2, but I'll get to that someday. What about you? What about you?
My 2013. Ready? Let's do it. BioShock Infinite. Bam! Incredible world. Unbelievable gameplay. I beat that. I got it for Christmas, I believe. And I beat that sucker in literally 2 days. I played it all day and all night, and I had to beat it. It was so fun.
I just realized the world, Columbia, it's like a shit pie. It looks good on the outside. Once you get past the surface, oh, it's shit.
Yes.
Everyone's horrible and racist.
It's very terrible. Terrible place. Injustice. God, it was. You and I.
Maine. Who'd you main?
Doomsday, baby. Let's get it.
Yeah, you did, and you always comment. No, you were Batman.
Doomsday and Batman.
General Zod.
He was cold.
Oh, I was cold.
I'll get it to him. He was cold. State of Decay. I look forward to that game. As soon as it was announced, I looked at news outlets for months on end. While I will definitely admit I hyped myself up way above expectation. State of Decay 2 is while it did build upon that, there's still a lot more they could do, and I cannot wait till the third one. Batman Arkham Origins, really good game. I know it got hit at because it was kind of pushed out to make money, I believe, and of course it wasn't Kevin Conroy or the Mark Hamill as a Joker, but I thought it was a great game. Just more content for the Arkham style gameplay. I really enjoyed it.
Interesting multiplayer.
Very interesting multiplayer.
Not really needed, but kind of cool.
Yeah, cool to see. Now we don't have to see it again, so we know what it's like.
Good job. Don't do it again.
Exactly. Exactly. It's a backhanded compliment. Battlefield 4 is such a good game, but it is not quite my top 10.
Is it because it came out broken?
No, not even that. That actually didn't cross my mind. It didn't hit me as well as other first-person shooter games I played, and I will admit that it is an incredible game, especially now with all the content, everything you can unlock. But
even years on, it still holds up.
Oh, for sure. But something that always poked out to me is just the maps aren't the most memorable by any means, except of course Carousel Storm or something like that. But as compared to Battlefield 3. Saints Row 4 is just all what he said. It is everything Saints Row 3 except crazier, way more stupid, and it's just so much fun. I actually played that game a ton when we had gotten it, way more than I should for a dinky game like that.
Yeah, a dinky. It's dinky on many levels.
Yes.
Dubstep gun.
7 Days to Die. Now, I know you didn't put this.
Well,
I'll explain to you why I put it on this list.
I put it later.
Well,
I know why you have interest in it.
Because it is not actually fully released yet, and there are a couple of games on here that I put there as their 1.0 release, but I will say this is 7 Days to Die. If it continues on the path it is right now, because it's still an alpha, it's been out for a good long time, but they're adding plenty of content, but it is still an alpha. Like I said, if they stay on the road they're on right now, mark my words, this was single-handedly be the best zombie game of all time.
That's a bold statement. Cotton.
Hands down, it will be.
Because there's a lot of zombie games. Are you gonna narrow that down, or are you just saying zombie games in general? Because
this takes it. This will take it. As if you want a zombie game, this is the one to get. That's just my bold statement right there. But
it is.
Yeah, next game, Payday 2.
Yeah, Payday guy over here.
Yeah, Payday 2 is a game I actually got way into the lore, way more than I should have, before I even owned it. But it's just incredible heist game. It's probably the only heist game right now that's actually relevant for you to play with your friends, to be honest. Strongly recommend buying that one.
We're not gonna play GTA.
Most honorable game, GTA.
Wow, I'm really looking forward to seeing what your top 10 is.
Yeah. So GTA 5 is literally right there into my top 10 of all time. But it is... We'll probably talk about it more once we get to those top 10s.
I'm sure we will.
But there's so much to say about it. But as a summed up thing right now, the most immersive world you could possibly play in terms of modern, and just incredible cast of characters, incredible multiplayer, as pay to win as it is nowadays. Grind Fest. It is just a whole bundle of fun for sure, especially nowadays since you can get it for dirt cheap.
Well, even if you just look at the main game, it's phenomenal.
Oh, for sure.
Well, I'll get into it. We'll get into it. But multiplayer aside, damn.
yeah, absolutely.
Damn Rockstar.
That is our 2013 games.
Now on to 2014. Now to 2014. Year that Godzilla made his triumphant return. That Winter Soldier and the Guardians. What else?
Don't talk to me about movies.
I saw a lot of movies that year. Holy shit! And I played a lot of games. Played a lot of games. Titanfall. Man, I hope they keep making more that isn't Apex, because that's the fun. It's like Call of Duty where it was in that time, because they were getting into a lot of the high movement stuff, but with more refined combat that did that stuff better. Mechs, which
always great.
I am a mech man. You might. What are you laughing at?
Tim Allen looking at.
Wolfenstein: The New Order, which I played many years later. I got it on sale, but wow. Hey EA, single player games aren't going nowhere. I mean, recent Wolfenstein games have been falling apart a bit. Hopefully they get back on track, but New Order was just solid gameplay, solid story, solid upgrades.
Still need to get my hands on it.
We mean get your hands on it. We have it.
Yes,
play it.
I have not yet played it.
Sniper Elite 3. Man, the thing you'll notice about Sniper Elite in my list is that Belly just keeps sharpening that knife, making it nice and fine, just so you shooting people feels really good as you see the bullet just destroy their brain, everything. So nice. And the all Africa landscape is really beautiful. Really good looking game. Garden Warfare. Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare.
Yes, sir.
You don't think it would work taking the Plants vs Zombies formula and making it into like a shooter. But man, they made it work. It is a lot of fun. Unfortunately I didn't play much of Garden Warfare 2, but that first game was just this guy. You can call him a gardener. Alien Isolation, which played later, but I should have. I mean, I'm not made of money, so of course I'm not getting all these games in 1 year. But Isolation, just after the heartbreak that Colonial Marines was, fuck you, Randy. Isolation was just. That's more of what Alien should have been. I hope they get to making the now one. I hope they take more of an action approach while trying to keep that stealth. But
incredible atmosphere.
Oh my god. They got times when that scared the shit out of me.
Oh yeah, I remember the clip I believe you showed me of it. If it popped out and chased you, sprinted at you.
And I ran. I was like, no.
This man screamed bloody murder.
I mean, I'm a massive Aliens fan, so it worked for me on multiple levels. Borderlands the pre-sequel. I'm gonna let you guys on a little secret. Yeah, that might speak well to my what was the word I'm looking for? Love. Pre-sequel, not much. New mechanics I really enjoyed. I don't know why the grinder didn't come back. Maybe they'll add it later in 3. But that's really appreciated. Great classes. Claptrap was just...
Oh my god, he's so
what
fun.
a ridiculous character, but so much fun to play as.
Good.
Story is so-so, but it has some good boss fights. They didn't get all the DLC out, which was sad, because my dumbass bought the season pass.
No, you aren't dumb, because they promised all the DLC, but they literally just took one away. Knowing that you'd get it.
Well, the problem is that 2K Australia was shut down.
Oh, well, I understand why, but you still paid full price for it. And they never
at least we got 2 characters, a horde map, and a DLC,
Great
story
DLC.
Oh, and we had such a good time on that boss. That was a hectic time.
Quick side note: this boss that we faced in the
Shadow Trap
with Shadow Trap in the pre-sequel, Derek and I faced for I think was 2 hours,
yeah,
2 or 3 hours, and it was a back and forth of think literally sitting on the edge of your seat
and yelling at each other.
It was so fun,
but solid entry. Call of Duty Advanced. Is it Advanced or Advanced?
Advanced.
Advanced Warfare.
Advanced.
Yeah, I didn't care much for a lot of the Call of Duties that came out in the decade, but Advanced Warfare just really stuck with me. I really enjoyed that multiplayer. I thought the customization was great. Gunplay was fantastic. It really handled the verticality and movement well for the CODs that would do that. And overall I enjoyed it more than the others. Far Cry 4, played it later. Great villain. They seem to always nail great villain. Really beautiful world. I love where they take you in games. They're really well designed, but not much else because it is just more Far Cry 3, more or less. But the elephants, man, that was fun to use. That was fun to fuck people up with elephants. South Park Stick of Truth. Man, Obsidian, you were on thin ice before because they used to be the guy that would make the sequels that no one wanted.
Right.
Well, not no one wanted. The original people didn't want to make. KOTOR 2, they did one of the dungeon sequels, but they have made so many good games as of recent. And Stick of Truth was just so much fun. It helped that Matt Stone and Trey Parker were... Did I get those names right? I think I sometimes get them backwards.
Stone, Trey Parker. I think that's right.
But
we'll correct it later.
Just a really funny game. Really stupid funny game that went places that I'm surprised they went.
Yeah, it's not... And just to say, like, it's not necessarily a hard title to gain, but it's the best... If not Fractured Butthole, it's the best South Park game ever.
Oh, yeah, well, it hasn't been much. We're
right,
going to do the one from the Nintendo 64.
Right.
But my honorable mention. This could have gone on my top 10 if it wasn't for the other games. But holy fuck. Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor.
Yes, sir.
Dude. I'm not really a big fantasy guy, much less Lord of the Rings guy. I love those movies. But Shadow of Mordor, it's the Nemesis system.
Yes.
It's all that. The combat's good if you like, that Assassin's Creed.
It's a very refined
yeah.
Arkham City Assassin's Creed combat.
But I was never good at those. I was good at this somehow, but I've never experienced anything like the Nemesis system. It really was. It wasn't just a gimmick. It really was something just like, holy shit, there's that guy I thought I killed, and he's got damage on his face, and he's actually remarking the damage. And it actually
It felt so intense.
Luga the Timid. I will never forget that motherfucker. That was my orc. When he showed up in Shadow of War, I got frightened for a little bit because in Shadow of Mordor, he got so powerful that I did not want to fight him. And that's what that game does. It really makes you remember these orcs and get pretty scared when you encounter them at high levels because they will fuck you up. Mm-hmm. But that's my 2014. What's your 2014?
So, first off would be Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare. Surprisingly enough, an incredible game. I absolutely fell in love with it and the art style and just the way it played. As soon as I got my hands on it, put an absurd amount of hours into it. Great class-based battles. I played Garden Warfare 2, which I'll get into later, as well as the third one that's coming. I believe it's still in beta.
Oh, they're making Garden Warfare 3?
Yeah, that's the one I played the other... Yeah.
Oh, that's what... I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought that was 2.
And they're all continuously getting better. Next game's going to be Titanfall. Incredible game.
I won't mess you up this time.
Well-refined multiplayer. And mechs, what more can you want? A lot of fun. While it did kind of lack content in that first one, next one followed suit. Hearthstone.
Oh.
Yeah, a little bit of tricks in there. Yeah. Hearthstone's an incredible game. Although I won't say much about it because I haven't put too much time into it. I do think it's an incredible game. A little bit heavy on the RNG, but it is still a lot of fun. Smite.
Oh yeah.
Smite was
this guy in some of his MOBA.
Oh, I'm telling you, it was the first MOBA I really got invested in. Had a lot of fun. lots of great memories with some pals I used to grind on that game with.
Used to grind with your pals?
To grind on my pals. Elder Scrolls Online. Bumpy start, yes.
Yeah. I would have put it 2 if it wasn't for some of that bumpy start.
Yeah, bumpy start, but I think it is a very, very great game nowadays. It's found its player base for sure. And I think you and I, along with my personal group of friends, all thought it was literally going to be
Our multiplayer?
yes.
It could have worked as that, but I'm pleased that they didn't do that, and it is different.
More or less. Battle Block Theater.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. See,
I thought that was 2013.
no, 2014.
Oh.
Yeah. The list says so. But not much to say. Just great co-op experience. Strongly recommend it.
We had so many arguments when playing that game.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Tropical 5.
Oh yeah.
Just like Tropical 4, island building experience, just more or less further improved upon. Add multiplayer, which is a great addition. Destiny 1. I don't think you mentioned it.
Yeah, because it just. We'll get to Destiny 2, which I feel kind of absorbed because it basically is Destiny 1 but improved.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So just combine the two into one thing. But yeah, Destiny 1.
Yeah, Destiny 1. I mean,
it had its.
It had its moments, but at the beginning, I think it was just a
flop. I think we
frankly.
know who's responsible for that. Oh yeah, I'll put it in. You'll know.
Oh, okay. A great game. I absolutely fell in love with that. Well, let's step back. I really liked that world when I was first introduced to it. I'm pretty much in love with it nowadays, but I'm very glad I got my hands on it. Shadow of Mordor. Yep. Great combat. Incredible nemesis system that was implemented. Do
you remember your orc?
I don't remember the orc, but I do remember a orc, and his name was Douche.
Oh yeah,
So
douche.
yeah, and
Oh, what a good.
if I remember correctly, it chopped his head off. So
Come back with a neck brace or something.
no, it did not. Pre-sequel, I think it was a great addition to the Borderlands franchise. While not necessarily needed, it was still a lot of fun.
2K Australia did pretty
For sure.
Yeah, they did good.
Sunset Overdrive.
Oh yeah.
Which I played late, but
Did you beat that?
oh yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I didn't. So.
Okay, listen. This game was one of the most recent memory. It gives me heavy. Let's say Tony Hawk vibes, not because of the punk stuff, because it is one of the most fun video games I've played in a long time. Like it doesn't make me like I didn't feel like I was. I don't know. I feel like it left that world that we're in now, where everything's like this. What's the online service? What's it called? Live service.
Yeah. It felt
like a video game. Like it felt like it was a complete here's
it wasn't bogged down in the usual shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was just so fun. That movement, the music, and the world was so fun. Get your hands on it if you haven't yet. You can find it dirt cheap. The Master Chief Collection. I'm gonna only go over this briefly because it is just a collection of games. As far as I'm concerned, I believe it is the best remaster collection you can get your hands on right now. It is Halo 1, 2, and 3, 4 and Reach included, as well as ODST. Just the first three. The first three make this collection legendary. Completely worth buying. If it's not as buggy.
And those cutscenes for Halo 2.
Oh,
goddamn.
Yeah.
Lore Studios.
God. Yeah.
Make a movie already.
Super Smash Bros. Wii U.
Did you play that?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, I know. This boy has himself a nickname from the tournaments he was in. Well, not big tournaments, but
that
at-home tournaments.
Everyone's using all these GameCube controllers or the Pro controllers, whatever. You best believe I had the Wiimote, and they called me the Wiimote Warrior. they call me the Wiimote Warrior. Oh my god, so much fun with that game.
And if I may add,
oh my god, yes.
My boy here won himself a trophy.
I got this. This will be incredibly quick. I got this trophy right here. Right there.
Yeah.
Got this.
It's Samus, for those of you who can't tell.
I got this dusty old trophy at a friend's tournament, for having the best comeback. And interestingly enough, I was actually playing as Zero. So a lot of fond memories with that. And it's Super Smash Bros. You know?
Did you have a main? Or was it?
It was Donkey Kong and I'm sorry. It was Donkey Kong and Zero Suit part.
Yankee Kane?
Yankee Kane.
Yeah.
Next game, Tales from the Borderlands. I'm shocked.
Was that? Did I not put that? Oh, I thought that was 2015.
Did you put it on 2015?
Yeah. Wait. Hey Google. When was Tales from the Borderlands released? Oh, so it was 2014. I'm just gonna say really quick.
Yeah, we will both contribute to it.
Oh yeah, we'll just.
Tales from the Borderlands is incredible.
He's more into this type of game, but I'm not a big fan of the whole Telltale setup. I only play it because it's Borderlands, and wow, like, get those guys writing on the games, because there are places in Borderlands 3 that are lacking that I think these guys can improve. That was just a great game.
Strong story. I played straight through it, I believe, in 2 or 3 days, and specifically the ending hit me so freaking hard. I'm not going to spoil it, because there's a lot of people I feel like that haven't played it.
We're going to spoil some things for some of the games we talk about, but you need to play it yourself.
Yeah, I would strongly recommend getting your hands on this one, especially if, number one, you're a fan of Borderlands. 2, if you like Telltale games. It is very, very great game.
I love Gortys and Loaderbot. Bring them back.
My most honorable mention, though, is actually going to be COD Advanced Warfare.
Oh.
Yeah, so this one in particular, I think everybody has the COD game that they were best at, or they think they're best at. Aww. This was the best. This was my best. Everybody says it. I'm going to say it. I shredded this game. I think that it clicked really well with me, that type of gameplay. But besides that, I loved the gunplay. I freaking loved customization. It was so good.
I wish they could.
I do not know why they don't bring it back. It is so good. Get the battle pass and throw the custom items in. I might just buy it.
Yeah, if you're gonna have a battle pass, throw in helmets and armor and stuff.
Yes, it is so good. It was great.
And a really good looking game, I might add. It was really good looking.
It was the first, I believe, that really took advantage of the next gen hardware.
Yeah. Story wasn't that bad either.
Yes, Kevin Spacey.
Before the fall.
Oh. That's it.
Did you play the zombies? Exo Zombies? Did you play Exo Zombies?
I actually did not.
I didn't either, so... Yeah.
Great game.
There's no replacing Nazi zombies anymore. So, that's 2014?
Yeah, that is 2014.
Next, the midpoint.
The midpoint. Go ahead.
And now the midpoint. 2015. Star Wars. Do you like Force Awakens?
It was okay.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Other stuff. 50 Shades of Grey.
Did it really?
I think. I don't keep up with that shit.
Alright,
but
so
for games, mine's short, and my honorable mentions can be pretty controversial because for reasons that I'm sure you'll find out.
I can almost guarantee I know what yours is.
Rocket League.
Let's go, dude. I didn't think you were gonna put that on there. Okay.
Yeah, it's just such.
There you go.
It's simple. It's a simple idea. There's not much mechanically to it, but it's addicting. It was addicting. Addicted. But Rocket League was just a lot of fun. Shame that the developers were doing some pretty bad stuff. Didn't they have some bad monetization?
I mean, they have a battle pass.
Well, there's something bad there, but.
Hey, don't be throwing shots you don't know.
I'm not.
I'm just saying it's a great game.
Oh yeah, it's a great game, but watch yourself. Fallout 4.
Okay.
Bethesda. Hopefully they don't fuck up Starfield and Elder Scrolls 6. But Fallout 4, for all of its faults, for all of its fallouts, I stayed up all night playing it the day we got it.
Mm-hmm.
We made my guy look exactly like me to where it was scary.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
To this day, it looked literally just like him.
Yeah. I wish we could put up a picture. but the mods messed up the way I look if we pulled it up. Great gunplay, I thought. Great customization. I'm so happy with what they decided to go with. The story was weak, admittedly, but they had some great companion quests, some great companions.
Nick Valentine, go.
Oh, yeah. My best girl. Kiri. Not that. I don't know where I was going very much at all. Why don't I say it like they're dead?
Yeah, right.
Strong.
The milk of human.
Oh, Strong was great. Solid game. I'm glad. I'm just gonna cut that. Witcher 3.
I knew it.
I really like The Witcher 3. I haven't finished it. I will someday. Maybe when hell freezes over. I'm sorry. That's harsh. But Witcher 3 is fucking great. CD Projekt Red. I mean, there's a reason that we're looking forward to Cyberpunk.
Wait, this isn't your most honorable mention?
I know, that's why it's controversial.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
I thought
why
it was going to be because it wasn't in your top 10. But
it's controversial. This is controversial. But I played this late, which adds on to why it's not my honorable mention. But Geralt's the man. Who do you say is best girl? Between Triss and Yen. My mouth is really dry. The controversial choice comes in with my honorable mention.
This is your most honorable?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you guess?
Is it Battlefront?
No.
Okay.
Oh, no. I didn't put Battlefront on this because...
MKX.
Let me finish. Battlefront, it was okay, but I decided not to because 2 just improved upon it. We'll get there. But yes, Mortal Kombat X. I played the 3 Mortal Kombats that came out this decade. And I had to choose one that I thought stood out. And while I liked I like 9, I like 11, X just did a lot right. I really liked the variation system as it was in that. Gunslinger Aaron Black.
Yes, sir.
You? At least just say the guy you played as, if you don't remember the variation.
I think it was Liu Kang.
Yeah, I think it was. Or also Sector, Triborg Sector. I'm so happy they did that. That's also one of the reasons it's on here, because they got the best DLC. Predator, finally. I can't believe it took them that long.
I remember when I sent you that teaser image, you were like, oh, dude.
In hindsight, it'd be cool if he was in Mortal Kombat 11 for customization purposes, but he was really fun to play as. I love how the idea of Triborg, just having those 4 actually, so you didn't have to choose one. Really good story. I really like the story in that. If I had played Witcher that year, if I had played it more, I would have made that my honorable mention, but I played a lot of Mortal Kombat X. It is the Mortal Kombat game, my favorite one of the decade. What about you? No, talk just about Mortal Kombat.
What is it? Evolve?
It's you.
Yeah, I think Evolve was a great premise. They totally botched it with their DLC. Not much to say there. Just really needed teamwork to make the game work, to make the dream work, if you will. And the monsters were really fun to fight.
They were just cool in general.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good design stuff behind that game. It's just they made poor decisions.
Yeah, for sure.
It was a lot of marketing, a lot of little gameplay things.
Yeah, there's a few tweaks here and there. Would have made an even better game than I think it is. And now a lot of other games are trying to follow suit with those 4 against 1.
Yeah, no, there's.
I don't know if they necessarily set that trend, but it is very noticeable.
Hopefully, Predator Hunting Grounds sets up that asymmetrical multiplayer can be done really well. I mean, Dead by Daylight is pretty popular, so.
Oh, for sure. Next game would be Dragon Ball Xenoverse.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. Dragon Ball guy over here, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Dragon Ball Xenoverse was a whole lot of fun. I thoroughly enjoyed that grind. I know everybody's gonna say it. It's incredibly repetitive. I know. But I enjoyed that repetitiveness. The sequel, very, very much so, improved upon itself, and we'll get that a little bit later. But next game will be Battlefield Hardline.
Yes. That was 2014.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
Hey Google, when was Battlefield Hardline released?
Oh, where am I getting these release dates? I'm getting all these release
You
dates
may
wrong.
have seen it like on like a different.
Yeah. But yeah, he's the hardline guy.
Yeah, so a lot of people dogged in Hardline for I say good reason because you know it isn't your military style play, but I said this literally. Remember the first time I played this. I still say to this day, those devs did exactly what that game was intended.
Well, it's Visceral, who we should say is the guys that made Dead Space.
Yeah, but
So-
even then, it was still DICE helping them on the multiplayer.
Yeah, they did good for what they, a single player studio.
Well, they did good for the subject of cops and robbers was given.
Yeah.
And let me reiterate that they did great for what they were given. I absolutely love that game. I think it's great.
And you've said that you will defend it.
Oh, for sure. I will defend that game.
He will always
Absolutely.
defend it.
Absolutely. MKX.
Oh yeah.
MKX. Not much to be said there. You said a lot about it. It is another great addition to the Mortal Kombat franchise. Little side note, I do remember, shout out to Drake. Him and I woke up on a school day at 6 a.m. just to play this game on our PC. And super memorable. Love that.
We play with controllers, by the way. Don't think we're those psychos that use keyboards.
Psychos.
I don't even know how that works.
Happy Wars.
Oh yeah.
I will mention Happy Wars. It is a free-to-play, pay-to-win game, but it is a lot of fun, and it's got a lot of cutesy charm to it, and I very much appreciate it.
Would you say you're happy to talk about Happy Wars?
Yes. Next game's gonna be Batman Arkham Knight.
Yeah.
Everybody's right about the Batmobile stuff. It is not fun to do when you're obligated to do it. They're absolutely correct, but everything else is fantastic. The graphics, the story. I do like the ending a lot. More Batman, man. It is not as good as Arkham City, but it is still a lot of fun.
You also didn't play it when it was released, so you didn't experience a lot of the
That hate
problem.
and problems. Yes.
Oh yeah,
That mob mentality. I feel like it does sway a lot of people. So that is correct. I wasn't there for the initial release date. But I still think it was a lot of fun. And side note for this too, you wear the Dark Knight armor.
Yeah, you could.
That adds a point.
I love the skin choices that you could have in that game.
Yeah,
I didn't play much of it, but it's pretty cool. I like the Scarecrow. I like that voice actor.
Rocket League, hands down the best sports game ever made. It's soccer with cars. It's endlessly popular nowadays, and they have literally stuck to one form of gameplay because that's all it needs, and it is continually being evolved as competition.
You already
in
talked
esports.
about Evolve. Shit, I fucked my own joke up.
WWE 2K16.
No way.
Absolutely, I'm gonna put this on the list.
Oh no, I was thinking about the recent one that sucked.
No, God no.
We fell off the.
We fell off the
game.
wrestling bandwagon way back when, but they actually gave this one away for free, and I downloaded it and I put a lot of time into it. It was the first game I had played since like the SmackDown versus Raw days back in 2008, and
we stopped playing after. Was it 2K12?
We didn't play any of the ones before that.
Are you sure?
We didn't play SmackDown vs. Raw 2011. Absolutely, we did not. We played 09, baby. That was it. Yeah, so
I'll go with your word on it.
Yeah, so we fell off around 09, and I just re-downloaded it, and it was a lot of fun. Really enjoyed it. WWE 316. I said so. Black Ops 3. It is a very fun game. Campaign, although it's confusing, and I do need explanation. I did look up explanation on it. It makes it sound brilliant from there.
Train go boom.
Train go boom. But it is incredibly exhausting to learn. The zombies, I think it's hands down the best zombie experience there is. They had, if I remember correctly, it was a Revelations of their last DLC, and it added all the classic maps, as well as those beautiful new maps. And you can customize your guns and everything. Just lots of progression in zombies. Just it's so much fun. Fallout 4. A lot of what he said is basically on point. DLCs were okay. The story choices they made were questionable,
Yeah.
but the gunplay was great. The armor system, I believe, was great. The graphics were, I think, great.
At
It
points,
at points it could be a little bit muddy, but a fine addition. I think you and I can agree it's a fine addition to Fallout, but not quite that hype Fallout 4 could have ever reached.
Yeah.
Oh,
and at least it wasn't 76.
oh my god! At least it was not 76.
Oh my
Jesus.
god.
Star Wars Battlefront. I'm really putting this only because him and I put an absurd amount of hours into this game. Absurd amount given the amount of content that was in it. It was the first high-budget Star Wars game that we had played since probably Battlefront 1.
Oh.
Or, I'm sorry, Battlefront Classic.
Yeah.
You know,
OG Battlefront.
Right, and those weren't even big budget, so being immersed
I'm
in
sure
that
they were for their time.
don't hold up like they do. But
They only had so much they could do. It was PlayStation 2 era.
being in that world, that immersed with those graphics was incredible.
Oh yeah. If you cannot take away the graphics from Battlefront 1 and 2, the new ones. Like DICE, they know what they're doing on that in that area. It was starved of content.
Yeah, and I know I put it on this list as a game as I like, but it is possibly one of the biggest flops in terms of what they could have.
Oh yeah.
Like it's literally begging to make money. It's Star Wars.
Well, they shot themselves in the foot by just doing the Galactic Civil War for some reason.
Yeah, but nonetheless, still enjoyed it.
Yeah, casual fun.
Mm-hmm.
It was casual fun.
Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh yeah, this guy, Siege man.
Siege is an incredible first-person shooter. There is, I think right now there's nothing quite like it in terms of that 5v5, very tactical. You know, you're selecting your operators and everything. Type of gameplay. If my memory serves me correct, it flopped when it first came out.
Oh, it was
very
the comeback of comebacks.
It is beloved now, quite frankly. And
I dare you to name a game that came back as hard as Siege.
Yeah, I don't think there is one. Honestly, it's great.
It came back from the brink. Callback.
I love Brink. Witcher 3 is gonna be my most honorable mention. It is not quite my top 10, and I feel like we both could get rocks thrown at us because we both have not.
We're sorry.
We both have not beat it. But
Yeah.
we both know it's such a great
It's
game.
not our fault. There's too much shit to do.
And you know what's crazy is that why I say we can get stoned or rocks thrown at us. That who will put this as a number one of the decade.
Oh yeah,
and we're literally
sure.
not putting this in our top 10.
I know.
Which is
we-
not to be bold and controversial.
We love the game. We love it. We just love these other games more. We're sorry.
Yes.
Sorry.
So that is it for our 2015 games. My most honorable mention is going to be Witcher 3. I'm sorry. Don't hurt me. And his is going to be MKX.
I'm really sorry.
He didn't put this as the most honorable mention. He
I'm
put
sorry.
Okay.
I just didn't because I didn't play it that year.
This guy.
I abide by my own rules. Sorry. Also, I got Mortal Kombat for like a really good price with the DLCs.
Next is going to be 2016. And personally, I do not have a lot of games.
Hold on. I have to say what came out that year.
Go ahead.
Rogue One. The best Disney Star Wars movie. I mean, that's not saying much to some people, but whatever. And other stuff happened.
On to the list. You can go first. Go ahead and lead us off.
Oh, mine's very short.
Yes.
For one, 2 of the games are on my top 10. But some are really quick. I did 7 Days to Die. The release date I saw was 26. I must have been looking for like on console or something.
Okay.
So my bad, but yeah.
So shout out to 7 Days to Die back on its release date of 2013.
Yeah.
Yes.
You didn't. Did you tell how like you followed that game?
Actually, no.
Yeah, he actually followed the game when it was like a Kickstarter.
Yeah. Just to throw those points back into there. I followed the game, I think, in 2011 when a buddy of mine, Reese, showed me, and followed it ever since on that grind.
Yeah, it was just cool to see it grow as a game, and it is really fun for what it is. Like, there's just a good amount to do, and highly moddable. So
Oh,
there's
yeah.
actually a lot that you can add. And yeah, I just would give it that mention. Pokemon Go, the only mobile game on this list that
Thank God.
it took the world by storm for a month.
That's an understatement, quite frankly.
What?
It's an understatement. Everybody was
Oh
playing.
yeah, and it's still going. It's still fun to play, but it really was just like a phenomenon. And we certainly enjoyed it when it came out. But onto my honorable mention because it's short list. Yeah, you'll get it. Battlefield 1.
So this is your most honorable?
Yeah, this is my honorable mention. Battlefield 1. You wouldn't think that they'd be able to make a good World War One game, given how Battlefield games play, and World War One's not exactly the most fast-paced war. But it was just so much fun. The good amount of at least the variants of the guns, because they used a lot of them. But the combat was really good. The maps were nice. I love the behemoths. The sniping was easy. Thank God.
Yes.
Oh, planes were easier. Thank God. And the war stories were really good. Like, you still need to play them. I think they are like worth checking out because you think they
Even now.
yeah, yeah. That tank tank driver story is like really good. But yeah, Battlefield 1 is just, I would like to see them go back to World War One, but if they don't, do what you do. What about you?
My first game is gonna be XCOM 2, baby. Let me tell you, so much time put in this game, so much frustrating moments, but it was all worth it. Incredible tactical gameplay. You get attached to these freaking fake characters on your team, your squad. Great premise of a story trying to rescue Earth from this tyrannical alien force. I would strongly recommend getting it if you find it on sale. It's usually like $15 if that. Once again, nab it. Next game is going to be Garden Warfare 2. Had a lot of fun with this one. It's a lot of what I said about the first one. Got that great charm and just great combat to it. More content added to it. I'd strongly recommend that. Well, maybe not now since there's a sequel coming out, but still a great game. Next game is going to be Pokemon Go. Golly, it truly indeed take over the world those 2 weeks, if it was even a month. Incredible. Everybody from school was playing it. Like, they don't even have any right playing any games like this. In terms of like, they never ever would have played this unless it wasn't popular. You know what I mean? It was crazy seeing. I remember very vividly going to our downtown area in our town.
Oh my God!
And literally like these middle-aged women like on their phones don't even know what they're doing.
I gotta get the Pokemon.
Yeah, like never even heard of it until now. So crazy amount of people playing. It's a great game now. Literally.
Yeah,
Got a lot of content to it.
it's got a lot of stuff going for it. There's newer Pokemon though, look stupid as shit.
Yes.
It's a pine cone, motherfucker.
It's a chandelier.
I know.
Next one's gonna be Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. A lot of fun with that one. It's a whole lot of the first one, just a lot of additions to it. Not much to say there, quite frankly. Just very repetitive, as much as the first one. But I really just had a lot of fun with that type of gameplay.
Who was your main in that? I was gonna say it for first game, but they're basically the same. So
I mean, well, I didn't necessarily have a main for like the reasons you're thinking, like moveset. I really enjoyed playing in Broly.
broccoli.
Next one's gonna be Titanfall 2.
I just didn't play enough. I played a lot more Titanfall 1, strangely enough. I did play 2. It is good, but that lack of true time.
You didn't put quite enough time to. Okay, gotcha. I put a good amount of time into it. It's just a way better Titanfall 1. They got rid of the freaking smart pistol as like a gun you can use.
Why not?
Why can't I lock onto people's heads without aiming? It's so stupid.
It's the Metro.
It was just a whole lot of fun. Lots of customization to the mechs as well as your character. Great game right there. Cannot wait for Titanfall 3, like you had said. Hopefully they get on that.
It's called Apex Legends, stupid.
Oh no.
They don't even have Titans in it. What's the point?
Next one's gonna be Overwatch. Overwatch is I think it's everybody's like, it cures the withdrawal that you have of TF2 because they're no longer updating that. They're no longer updating it, so this is your next step to a game they're actually working on as far as class-based combat goes. You understand?
There's a lot of those games out there.
Oh, but this one's...
But a lot of people would make that comparison TF2 and Overwatch negatively.
Which is stupid. People shouldn't be doing that.
I get if people don't like Overwatch. We'll get to my stance on it. I don't see a lot of like
validity to that criticism.
Yeah, well, like,
it's stupid.
Or just people. Like if you don't like it, don't just. I don't hear a lot of like, here's what my problems with it are outside of what Blizzard does, which is stupid, or what our political stuff. Like, what about the gameplay? Do you have a problem with the gameplay? If you do, go ahead and say it. I'll accept it. You do you. But I don't know if people would go from Team Fortress to that. To Overwatch.
I disagree.
Well, you played both.
I disagree. I think
you played a lot of Team Fortress, so you can.
Yes, I put a absurd amount of hours of gameplay into TF2.
1,000 hours.
Yes, but I do think it is a natural progression in terms of like. Let me rephrase that. It's a natural evolution of that gameplay of class-based combat that's very, very strongly recognized.
Well, so many games were trying to copy it.
Are you trying to damage people right now?
No, I'm saying like it was clearly influential enough that so many games were coming out trying to ape it.
Yeah, for sure. But it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing.
R.I.P. Battleborn.
Lawbreakers.
R.I.P. Lawbreakers. R.I.P. I'm sure there's a bunch of others.
Mm-hmm. R.I.P. What was the Project Titan? Was the original game that the Overwatch is going to be?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's going to be like another MMO, but they just went ahead and I think that's what it's
called.
But yeah, Overwatch is everyone's heard of it. Fantastic game. Get your hands on it if you haven't yet. At least try it. But my most honorable mention is going to be Battlefield 1. Said a lot of it, but it's just one of the most immersive games I've ever played. What were they called? The Juggernauts or
Behemoths?
The Behemoths. The Behemoths were just these war blimps that would come into the map and just devastate everything that's going on in the battlefield. Literally flip the side or flip like the tides of the battle or an armored train.
What was your favorite?
Oh, it had to be the blimp. The blimp is just
pretty awesome.
Like dominating.
The train is also good. I like the train.
It is cool, but
the blimp is just.
And you look at it.
Here I come.
Yeah, and it just awesome, pretty gameplay.
Oh my! I completely forgot when I was making my list. Those melee kills.
Oh
my god! I feel like a serial killer with my hatchet.
Remember using a flamethrower and you can like use it in the air and it like sprayed flames like crazy.
Really so many great visuals.
Yes, that's actually a really good point. The visuals in it were all of them were so beautiful.
What's your favorite map? If you can name one.
It might have to be. Oh, I can't remember the name. It was Saint something. The city. With the bridges. We'll show an image of it right here. I can't remember the name of it right now, but that map is super freaking good.
I'm trying to remember. I remember that one. I remember Monte Grappa.
Is it the mountains?
Yeah, the mountain. That was pretty good because I like how it was very. There's high ground, low ground and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I'm just trying to remember some maps. If I remember it, I will put it right here. Because I'll go that one. What, you got a problem with that? But yeah, I hope Battlefield gets back on track because 5 is all right, but there's things that I'm just like,
yeah, it doesn't quite capture. I feel like the entire Battlefield fan base, as much as Battlefield 1 did. Especially when let's not forget the trailer.
Oh my god!
I don't care what any of you say. Yeah. The trailer enamored everybody when it came out.
I mean, just look at the day and night between Battlefield 1's reveal trailer. Battlefield 5's, and it's just like, 1 was just, holy shit.
Everybody was hyped. Even people who weren't fans were like, okay, that's pretty badass. Great.
It's a shame it got done the way it did with the way EA tried to monetize it. It should have gotten better treatment. Again, I hope they go back to World War I and give it a second shot.
while I do disagree with that ever happening, it would be cool to see that attempt.
Yeah.
That is it for our 2016 games. On to the 2017.
Oh yeah. 2017. We good? Great year for games. Yeah. These are just short. They've gotten so much shorter. Sniper Elite 4. Again, sharpening that stone. Oh my god. Just to go over the Sniper Elite games, they're just so much fun. Just blow these enemies away and see them just get destroyed. But if I had to say anything to Rebellion, they have replied my tweets, which is pretty awesome, so maybe they'll say something. Work on the external damage. When I shoot someone in the face and their jaw shatters into a million pieces, when I go up to their body, they shouldn't have like an intact face. It should be destroyed. You nailed the internal stuff. It's so realistic, so detailed. You need to get to like external. Despite that minor gripe, Rebellion, keep up the good work. I love these. I will get my hands on Zombie Army someday, but these main series games are so good. I cannot wait for 5. Injustice 2. Oh, that trailer. That was some hype. Game did not disappoint because I love the graphics. I love the story. I love a lot of the character redesigns for characters because I thought Bane was ridiculous in the last game. I like him in this. I think it's funny to mention. What else happened to one of us in 2017? Someone here graduated from high school.
That's me.
And just as when I graduated, we played Injustice, and he graduated, we played Injustice 2.
Dude, that's actually crazy.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Oh yeah.
That's actually crazy.
Atrocitus all the way. I know he doesn't get a lot of play, but I got me some good combos with him.
Batman.
Of course, because they left his moveset unchanged, basically. Battlefront 2. We're huge Star Wars fans. Just a bit disappointed by Battlefront 1, but 2, despite the beginning, which you can watch, we actually did a video about Battlefront. I'm going to try that thing where people say, watch it here, and it appears.
Okay. There it is.
Yeah, click on it. But it just got so much better when we finally, I got back into it after these improvements. For the longest time I've said, I would love Battlefront game made by DICE. With that kind of gameplay, those graphics, Star Wars, I would love it. This is as close to perfect for that vision. It's all these great heroes. Oh my god, I love the hero selection.
Mm-hmm. Now, mind you.
Yeah, no.
All post updates, this game is pretty close to being phenomenal. Besides the skill card system.
Yeah.
Star card.
Oh my god, the maps are phenomenal. I enjoy the combat. I wish there was more. I'm glad they're adding more. Prides are sticking with this game as much as they are.
Yeah. Skeleton Crew, as much as it is, they are updating it.
Oh, I'm proud of you guys. EA, you guys are not fucking around, but it's so good the way it is now. I'm happy it's where it is. If they do make a Battlefront 3, I hope they improve upon it. I hope they don't make the same mistakes. My honorable mention.
Say it.
We played it.
Say it.
Hey,
go ahead.
Hold on, Harvey.
That.
I think we started out playing it. We got it late. But it's been improved. It came from the shadow that it once started in Destiny 2.
Yes.
Oh my god. I didn't include the first Destiny because 2 was essentially the same, but with a little more. Once Bungie got out from the claws of Activision, the game has just gotten better and better. I love where it's at. It's a really fun game. Warlock.
Titan.
Mermaid Man, Bargle Boy. Unite! You didn't say it. Mermaid Man, Barker Boy, unite! I'm just so happy where it is right now. It's not only can you as a player tell this is what Destiny should have been, you can tell Bungie is like, this is what we want this game to be. That's my honorable mention. What's your list?
So the first game we're gonna actually start out with is For Honor. I'm kind of shocked that you didn't mention that.
I didn't play enough. I barely.
Fair enough, but it is a fairly decent game. I'm not gonna say it's great, but it's a whole lot of fun. First few, and the reason why I put it on this list, I'm not hyping it up. But the reason why I put it on this list is because this is such a fantastic foundation for a video game that there's so much it can do with the sequel. And I know they've already added factions and such to this game.
And I'm glad that we're in a place where more developers are actually nurturing games rather than just abandoning.
Yeah, abandoned ship.
Yeah, it's good to see that as minimal as a player count as games have, they're more dedicated to making it work than just saying, on to the next venture that may or may not succeed.
Mm-hmm, exactly. So, they have given it away. What's up?
Vikings.
Knights. Unite!
No.
It's not quite made the comeback that Siege has, but there is still that dedicated.
Well, that's
unreal
up here.
Yeah, exactly. But once again, looking forward to future installments. Next game's gonna be Halo Wars 2.
Oh yeah. If you can't tell by now, he likes RTSs, strategy games.
Yeah, someone argued that the first one is better. I do disagree, but not like strongly.
When did that come out?
The first one, 2009.
Oh, so just right outside the decade.
And had a lot of fun with it. Just a solid strategy game, especially for the solid strategy game, especially for Xbox One. Next game's gonna be Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So Wildlands is a really awesome, whole lot of fun, great customization. Yep, I said it. Open world, sandbox, military shooter.
If only the same could be said for Breakpoint. That was terrible. You get the idea.
The world is huge. There's a lot of things to do. While admittedly it is repetitive, it's still a whole lot of fun, especially if you get friends to goof around with.
And you got an amazing sniper shot that we're still talking about. How far do you think it was?
There's an achievement for it, so if I can put the achievement right there, it was that long. Great shot. First try.
Oh yeah, I was just like, holy shit.
Next game is gonna be Injustice 2. Yep. He took it away, man. It's a whole lot of fun. Great fighting game. The customization was unreal.
Oh yeah.
Making my Batman the way I wanted to be. So much fun, and the same with every other character. Rising Storm Vietnam.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna sit here and boost this game like crazy, but I am gonna say, give it a shot. If
it
you
has
can.
one of the funniest player bases. I will say that.
Yeah, like I'll admit they're pretty like toxic, but
it's funny.
It is funny toxic. I'd recommend it. Cuphead.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Cuphead.
Yeah.
I will proudly state I did beat a game that the developers fully intended for a player to beat, but god dang, that game was hard.
You did on the hard difficulty, right?
No, God,
okay.
No.
Like that matters anyway.
It would.
You want me to just punch one nut or both?
Yeah, it was so much fun. That art style is beautiful.
Oh, I love the art style.
It is unreal. All hand drawn.
Oh my god. Is?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, insane. Much love from us
that.
to those devs, honestly. Great, like just a great game.
Yeah.
Nothing much to it. My last one and my most honorable mention is gonna be Battlefront 2. He did nail the head on most subjects. It is not Siege comeback, but it has managed to bring players back.
Yeah.
And where it is now is
it's
miles above where I would hope it would have been.
A very stable place to be.
Yes, and the hero selection so it puts a smile on your face when you see it, quite frankly, especially when you see it compared to when it was released.
Oh yeah,
But
I can't believe they made BB-8 and BB-9 work.
right,
Like they're actually fun to play as.
right, and I cannot wait to see what they do with Battlefront 3. There's so much potential. They know their mistakes. They know what they need to do, and they're probably gonna make the same mistakes again.
Yeah.
Honestly, but let us pray to George Lucas that they will remedy all those mistakes. Get rid of the star cards, as stupid loot boxes and everything, except unless it's for customization.
I'm gonna say something that I think a lot of people are gonna agree with. Make Battlefield but with Star Wars.
At this point,
Yeah, just
do it.
if someone complains, shut up.
Right.
That's what Battlefront OG Battlefront was initially. It was just Battlefield but with a Star Wars coat of paint, and it was awesome.
I won't even bat an eye.
Yeah, it's like
this is good.
This is good.
Right. Yeah, that's gonna be my most honorable mention. Hope to see they bring honor to the Star Wars name, because apparently that's hard to do with the most profitable guys of all time.
I mean, let's not put much hopes up. EA is the company that will ram their head against the wall and say, "This time we'll break through."
This is correct.
Now to 2018, Infinity War. Solo. Oh wait, I mean, liked it. Didn't make any money, but unfortunately, the one game that I did play a lot of is on my top 10. Say what? And I have nothing else, unfortunately. So
That's the only one?
yeah,
Oh my god.
you're gonna have to carry this.
Okay, I'll carry it.
Unless I hear something, I'm like, oh yeah.
Monster Hunter World.
We started playing it recently. It's good, but
Not quite enough time put into it. I put a whole lot of time in Monster Hunter World. It is for me, like many others on the consoles, my first Monster Hunter I played, and it's so much fun. That world is nuts. Strongly recommend getting your hands on it if you can. It is a bit much to take in with that aesthetic it has, but it's still a whole lot of fun. UFC 3. It's a really fun MMA game. I know
fighting game.
I played EA Sports UFC 2, in this one. I didn't play the first one, but I think UFC 3 is the best. Can't wait to see the fourth.
Who's your main?
Bruce Lee. State of Decay 2 is the next one. It is a great addition to that franchise, and hopefully ongoing franchise. Made a lot of improvements as compared to the first one. The co-op is a little bit sloppy, unfortunately.
So I haven't played it, so
That co-op.
do you have time to elaborate, or?
Yeah, so summed up, the co-op isn't as simple as like drop in, drop out. You essentially bring a survivor from your world into theirs, and the supplies that you gather, you can share those supplies with that person's world, but you can also bring them back to your world. And once you go into certain buildings, you have like predetermined objects that you can search. So for example, if there's 6 items in that house that you can search, each person gets.
Sounds pretty convoluted.
It sounds like if they get rid of that idea of bringing supplies back to your own like world, then you're good. Make it drop in, drop out. Like, so for example, make it where you could play as that player's survivors. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Instead of you bringing your survivor from your world,
carry all your baggage.
Yeah. It was very like odd. I get what they were trying to do, but just make it where, like Minecraft, you're in your own world. This is your world with your friend. Simple as that. Next game is going to be Red Dead 2. It is not my top 10. It is damn near close, if not number 11. But we will go on about this. I know we will. But I'll just say right now, if we don't get to that part, or if you don't get to that part, it is phenomenal. Nothing but.
Yeah, we'll get into it.
Yeah, we'll get to it. Next game is going to be Battlefield 5. We had briefly mentioned that it didn't quite hit the nail on the head as compared to Battlefield 1, but I do think it's a pretty good game.
It's also getting there.
Yeah, it is getting there, but it isn't Well, I do say once again, it's not quite as good as Battlefield 1 or the others.
Well, they also, I think it is worth mentioning, they fucked the launch.
Oh
And
my god!
everything from the reveal trailer to the launch, they
Botched everything.
almost as
over.
if they didn't want us to buy the game.
Yeah.
And now they're backpedaling so hard, and it's going. I mean, the recent additions is pretty cool.
Yeah, the Pacific campaigns specifically, a whole lot of fun.
Pacifically.
I'm very much looking forward to seeing what they could do with that game, and the only reason why it's on this list is because of that. I'm looking forward to what they can come up with in terms of content. Of course, the next Battlefield. It doesn't bode the end of Battlefield. You know what I mean? It's just like a bump in the road.
Battlefield's too far along for it to be that easily destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
They can come back.
So for the next game, it's actually gonna be the most honored game. It's gonna be Dragon Ball FighterZ. Oh my god! It is possibly the best Dragon Ball game ever made. I have not played a whole lot of them. I swear to you.
Didn't Slade own
A whole lot of them.
Why did you get that one game?
What?
What was the one that's like
I
considered
think
the
it's
best?
Budokai Tenkaichi.
Why don't you ask to rent it or borrow it?
You would make me rent it.
Oh,
Wouldn't you? Asshole. No, but FighterZ' presentation is just so phenomenal. It quite literally gets you hyped just to get your hands on that game.
its art style is incredible.
Incredible, nothing but. And I don't have much to say. It's so much love to it.
It captures the show.
The essence of Dragon Ball Z specifically, that craziness that it is with that type of gameplay, the action, the fighting is so much fun. Cannot wait to see Master Roshi.
Is he gonna be added?
He better be.
Okay.
And we are on 2019. It is time for the last year of games. I don't know about you, but I do not have a lot. You're definitely at that slow or rather low amount of games that we put in. So if you want to go ahead and take it off, let's hear.
All right. Mortal Kombat 11. Improving upon a lot of what X did, but I'm not that crazy about the roster. Story's good, but not as good. It looks great. Like, I don't know what magic they're doing over there for that, like, facial capture. You can watch our review, my review, right here. But despite a lot of the stuff they've done, the monetization stuff, I always feel that the core essence of NetherRealm's fighting games are good. Just like the movement, the connection, the combos, very fluid. Looks great. There's a good uniqueness to how everyone fights. I play Frost. Who do you play?
Quite honestly, not. I didn't play the game too much, but when I was playing.
And yeah, 11 is good. I hope when moving forward, they step back from the things that people don't like and just keep improving on things that work. The variation system is good. It does need to be continued and refined, much like how I hope they continue your system in Injustice. The Outer Worlds. I almost said Oblivion. Obsidian. Really looking at Bethesda and going, this is how you make. This is how you make an RPG.
Let me show you a thing or two.
It's a small game. I didn't find much variation in combat, but it's got so much personality. You want to see another one. You're hoping they make a sequel because they're really setting up a good world. The art design is fantastic. Humor's great. The RPG elements easily,
it's what it should have been.
Yeah, it's Obsidian going back to like what made OG Fallout good. This what they with Fallout New Vegas made that game great. It's just a bit small.
Right.
Yeah.
Not necessarily a bad thing, but like It's an incredible stepping
Oh,
stone.
it makes up for it with its potential.
Oh,
There's
for
so
sure.
much more.
It was quality over quantity.
Oh yeah, Modern Warfare. Hey, they're back. Like if this is the direction Call of Duty's going, I'm happy. Like this reminds me so much of playing Modern Warfare 2 with this guy, with this Joker, and just leveling up our guns, getting the camos, getting these kill streaks. It feels classic, and I love that Infinity Ward was able to capture that. Well, I don't know if you'll say anything, but we'll see. Borderlands 3, unfortunately, not my honorable mention, as I have not finished it because we're trying to beat it together, and someone in this room won't take time to finish it.
I'm clearing the backlog.
Yeah, but some story stuff aside, some writing stuff aside, continues to show why Borderlands is looter shooter. Its combat is superb. I love the skill tree setup. I love that there's much more to play with. I play Oz. He plays
Axton. Flint.
Flynn.
Not?
No, Flint.
You don't know his name either.
No, well, now that you've got
What is his name?
damn it,
No,
Zane. Driving us in Zane. But I'm. It more or less paid off. After all these painful years of waiting, and I'm hoping that they just keep going. I'm hoping they improve. It is a great game, but my honorable mention has to be Metro Exodus.
Wow.
Yeah, that game just
Wow.
hits
That is
all
shocking.
the points. Its story is great. Review up here. It's what are you looking at? The world is beautiful. Oh my god, the fact that they take you away from where the previous games are set up to just on this not globe trotting, but just great journey throughout the rest of the world, Russia and whatnot. It looks fantastic. The gunplay is great. The customization is great. Its story is great. There's just so much in there. Like you can there's literally a point when you're in the train, you're with your wife, and she'll lay down on your lap and talk to you. And you can just talk to her.
That's
And
awesome.
just go on and on for as long as you want. You drop your notes. And then at your leisure, you say, I want to go up. And it's like, they put so much into it. It's amazing. And I love it. Get the reduxes of the first two games and get Exodus.
Alright, so my first game, Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh, yeah.
So I will let you guys know, this is literally the first Kingdom Hearts I've ever played.
Do you actually understand it?
No. And it is so confusing. I don't know who's who and what is what. And I should be, since it's literally the last game. The
Is
first
it?
one. Yeah.
Well, you're welcome.
But it is
Enjoy it.
Admittedly, it is a lot of fun, and it's actually really, really beautiful. Specifically the Tangled World I remembered looks just like the movie.
And you freaked out a lot. Just like, it's this guy. It's
Yeah,
that guy.
like who was it?
Woody. Oh, Reddit. Remy.
Yeah, Remy. I was like, it's the Ratatouille rap. I was so hyped. Next game is gonna be Apex Legends. As far as battle royales go, it is that Titanfall combat right into that BR realm.
What about Fortnite?
I actually was close to including Fortnite. But,
Why not?
But
Mom!
I think it'll include Fortnite as like, I'll give it a shout out because of, not because I do think it is a great concept of a game.
We had fun with it. We played together. It is fun.
It's
but...
not, no, let's just not sugarcoat it. It's a good game. It's a good game. But the player base of Sweaties, in my opinion, have just thrown it out of like, I'm not really trying to, it's not a game I could just hop on now. I've got to really try hard to play it. But and as far as like games go, it did completely and totally reinvent like the
Oh my God.
modernization of video games right now, especially the Battle Pass. You guys know, but that's besides the point. Apex Legends, some very solid combat, like I said, lots of fun characters, very fun team play, smooth, lots of fun.
What about Radical Heights? What about what totally awesome, accurate comp or battle royale or whatever it was? What about insert battle royale ripoff? What about Blackout? What about Firestorm? Why is there so many of these?
Next one's gonna be Borderlands 3. Let me just say, first off, I am completely in shock that you didn't set your most honorable
I
mention.
know. It's just because I haven't finished it.
I know, but even then,
And some of the failings that it's really the story. Metro's both are great. Their gunplay and whatnot, I know, are great in their gunplay. Oh, sorry. Are great in their gunplay, but Metro just has the better story. If it had been better in Borderlands, it would obviously.
right?
But I mean, that still doesn't mean I don't really
Right.
like
It's
the
not
game.
like
Yeah.
it's, yeah. It's not like
None of this is us saying these games suck.
Yeah. But for Borderlands 3, real quick, it is a whole lot of what he said. Much like Borderlands 2, it is incredibly addictive. The skill tree, like you said, is superb. I absolutely am in love with the different. The gun manufacturers have like a different ability to them. So, for example, Off, which is known for their automatic rifles, have these attachments on them, which can give you a sniper rifle with a rocket launcher attachment on a underbarrel rocket.
Yeah.
So things like that. It is so fun to play.
It is, and it indeed reminds all these other looter shooters what you do.
Yeah, the man.
Yeah, we're the man.
And my most honorable mention is gonna be Modern Warfare. Just like you said, it really brings Call of Duty back into the limelight. Although, of course, Black Ops 4, Infinite Warfare, Black Ops 3, they did incredibly well as they do. I think Modern Warfare really put it back on the map. Call of Duty is forever on the map, right? But it's like it's not about being.
You either leave a mark or you don't.
And it's not about being on the map anymore. It's about staying on the map.
You're either Ghost or you're Modern Warfare. Modern Warfare.
Right. And with staying on the map, I think Modern Warfare is going to accomplish. Right now, they're doing a good job, especially with the most recent release of Warzone. Beautiful idea to make it free to play. Beautiful idea to do cross-platform. Those are two of the smartest decisions I've seen in Call of Duty in recent times.
Here you go. Here's Activision. Here's your gold star.
Right. But as long as they stay on this right track, they're already kind of throwing me off with their battle pass. But all these games are doing it, so we gotta follow suit. I am very much looking forward to seeing them up with next, especially if they stay on the Modern Warfare. The way the campaign ended.
No spoilers.
Cliffhanger. Say that.
That's a mission in Modern Warfare 2.
How do you remember that?
I don't know.
That is our 2019 game, along with the rest of them.
It's been a hell of a decade.
It has been a hell of a decade, but now it comes to the scary top 10.
You want to go over our honorable mentions really quick? Just
Yeah.
a quick list?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So from 2010, it was
Halo Reach.
Halo Reach. 2011,
Modern Warfare 3.
Arkham City.
2012.
Borderlands 2.
Mass Effect 3.
2013,
Save Decay.
GTA 5.
2014.
COD Advanced Warfare.
Middle of Earth. Middle.
The middle of Earth.
It's just an ocean. Middle Earth. Shadow of Mordor.
And for 2015,
Mortal Kombat X.
Witcher 3.
2016.
Battlefield 1.
As well.
2017,
Destiny 2.
Battlefront 2.
Nothing for 2018.
Dragon Ball Fighters. 2019, stay with me, Modern Warfare.
Metro Exodus. Me! And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. our top 10 games
of the decade.
our favorite video games.
Okay. So
you want to go first or?
So what I think we should do is 10, 10, 9, 9.
Okay.
So for Derek, what is your number 10 game of the decade?
Number 10, Doom 2016. Oh my god. I'm not attached to the original Doom games. I have played them on my phone. Doom, it blew me away. The combat is excellent. It's so much fun. When they were like, oh, it's a push forward mechanic, they're not lying. You are driven to just keep on killing. The bosses are really hard, but really fun to fight. They all are really unique. The story is awesome. It looks fantastic. Multiplayer isn't that bad either.
It isn't.
I know the thing that seems pretty tacked on is actually pretty fun for being like a chaotic modes.
Not necessarily needed,
yeah.
But like it was really fun.
Yeah. And the score. Oh my god. This is a game, if there didn't have the score that it has, they actually didn't want to have metal. I don't know who did the talking to him. I don't know if it was Mick himself or someone that said like we need to do metal, but it was the right decision because there's so many games that you could play without the music. It's not the same in Doom. You have to have the music. It drives you. It goes with everything you do. Mm-hmm. It's part of Doom. There's like why it was a good thing when they heard that Mick Gordon was returning for Eternal, because can't lose that. Doom 2016, it is hell ride, a joyride in hell even. What about you?
So I will say that unfortunately I have not played the Doom campaign. I did play the multiplayer a good bit, but I completely agree with everything he said. I've seen a whole lot of it, including him playing it. That stands among the greats, in my opinion, easily.
Break a demon's leg back and shove their foot in their mouth.
What more do you need?
Yeah.
Oh. So my number 10 will be Heroes of the Storm 2015.
Okay.
MOBA.
Can I just say I should have put that in my 2015 Heroes of the Storm. I mean, we can just talk about it.
Yeah. So it is Blizzard's take on the MOBA genre, and it includes.
I believe it's pronounced genre.
It includes characters from Overwatch, Warcraft, StarCraft, classic Blizzard games. Is there any other franchise? Diablo. And they're all thrown into this world, of course, with that MOBA playstyle, such as League of Legends and Dota. But it is very much its own game. I fell in love with it. With it being free to play, I was able to give it a shot. And whereas I believe I had taken League for a ride, if you will, with before, and I was alright. And I tried Heroes of Storm way after that, way after Smite as well.
List the MOBAs you've played so that you get a general idea of like you've actually played a couple.
Yeah, so I played Smite, that old DC one that was shut down, Infinite Crisis.
Yeah.
League of Legends, Dota 2 a little bit. Super Monday Night Combat absolutely does count. And I can't remember if it was where I played. I think those are I played Paladins, but
yeah. So he's got.
I'm familiar with that genre, but
to be able to say if I had to pick one.
Oh yeah, Heroes of the Storm took it. Those multiple maps that it has are so fun.
Oh, they're good maps.
Yeah,
they are really good.
Mm-hmm. Like you can actually say like, oh, let's go get this map, as opposed to. Now, obviously, I'm not trying to throw shots at League or anything like that, but whereas League has literally one map, that's just part of the design. That is the map. Having multiple maps just adds so much to the. Of course, bringing those worlds, bringing a map that's from Warcraft or Overwatch, and just being able to play in those, is so fun. Bringing those characters together in general. My main Diablo, the first person I played in that game, I was like, oh, this is the man. Played him nonstop. Absolute madness.
I'm trying to remember who I played more as. Was I playing Sylvanus or Raynor more?
You played as Rainer. Good.
Either way, I was damage stuff. And Lily.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
He plays Lily.
I love
support.
healer. I'm a healer guy, and we would play together as Cho'Gall.
We were the Cho'Gall champs.
Oh man, we knew how to roll shit over with that.
We were actually dominating.
Yeah, we did like really good.
Was it you and I that ended the game on our own terms?
Oh yeah, we would just be like, all right, we're done here. And
we're done. We bum rush the core. So just for a frame of reference, Cho'Gall is a champ or a hero that you use. Here I am using league terms. Is a hero that you use that is a one guy but two people plays, and one controls the movement, the other controls a bunch of attack abilities. Of course, naturally, we would play as him, and he was so tanky, so much damage he could deal that you could literally like, all right, if the core is low enough, rush it, and we're like, let's end it, and we bum rush it, and we freaking destroy it.
Oh my god,
go!
it was great.
It was so fun. It was so fun. But as of late, Here's the Storm. Unfortunately, has I won't say dwindling player base because it's a little bit insulting. It is probably the smallest out of the MOBAs right now.
It's because of Blizzard's own actions, though.
I might have to disagree. I think that
because there's a place for it, but they're just not nurturing it as much anymore because we've got these other games.
I mean, I suppose that's true, but I believe they stopped nurturing it because no one was playing it as much as like that work output. Unfortunately, it just they already have the leagues and the Dotas, essentially. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
it's a shame that it's going the way it's going because it is really fun.
It is so good. They are still adding content to this day, guys. It is free to play, and if you haven't given it a shot,
save it.
It is. It's not that dead, but if you guys are trying
put the needle in it.
If you guys are trying to
call the doctor.
If you guys are trying to give a MOBA a shot, Here's the Storm's the first one I would suggest. It's
all right. Number 9.
What's your number 9? Let's hear it.
Number 9 is Grand Theft Auto 5.
Ah, okay.
Really hard having to place it, but oh, sorry. I've never been in a world that felt so alive. That is the biggest point that GTA 5 has. It feels like you're actually in a world that's people are talking, and it doesn't feel like overly scripted. There's car chases going around. Everything feels natural, and you just get immersed in this whole world. And oh my god, the main characters are terrible except for Franklin.
Yeah,
but they're great.
Yeah,
Trevor is great. Michael is great. Franklin, they're great. You enjoy playing as them, and just the little touches of like changing to characters and they just be doing shit. Like, I love that when Trevor would just wake up naked somewhere.
Yeah, like a dumpster.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, it's such a great story. So many like fun, ridiculous side quests. I mean, the drug trips.
Oh yeah,
they're so fun. I didn't play a lot of online. I mean, I did when it was on 360, but I haven't played since. But you get why Rockstar takes so long to make these games, because they're big. They're big undertaking, never disappoint, and you'll see that when we get to all the rest of my list. That Rockstar, for whatever bad they do, because I've heard stuff, their output is great.
They're quite literally legends.
Yeah.
Every game they release is far them. Besides like their ping pong game or Ableton, is like a legend. So it speaks volumes of Rockstar's developers.
It's always a big deal when they're like, here comes the next game.
Oh yeah, they literally take over the day as far as like game. And with their GTA 5 not in my top 10, I would like to say that their online is so much content to it, while stifled by pay to win. Grinding mechanics is still a lot of fun. Cannot wait to see what you're able to do, building upon all of that.
All right.
My number 9 though, Destiny 2.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
On your top 10.
Yeah. Bungie is taking full control now, and
it shows.
This is true. and not necessarily in all positive ways, admittedly so. But as for people who don't know, it is free to play now. I would strongly recommend hopping into it. You have nothing to lose but time, which is that. And
Hey, we're all inside now. Why not?
right. Gunplay to prove upon the guns, the gunplay, the armor system, mission system, menus. The presentation is also clean and solid. The world is beautiful. Look at the game.
Worlds.
Yeah, honestly,
yeah.
the look of the game just
Strikes
screams.
are a lot of fun.
Yeah, screams Bungie. Hell, just going onto a planet and looking up at the sky, you're like in awe. You know, not a lot of games can do that for me nowadays. So with those content, you know, you get so much modes you can put time into, so much quests you can complete, so much weapons you can acquire, and just so much things you can collect. So Destiny 2 is gonna have to be my number 9. And I will say, as a live service, there is room for it to go up and down on this list. As of right now, it is a game I'm still hopping onto this.
Well said. Well said. I too enjoy Destiny 2. But on to number 8. Number 8. Red Dead Redemption 2.
I'm surprised it isn't lower.
Oh. No, it was tough. This was not tough. I initially wanted to just have it be that no numbering, but then this guy pressured me into it, so I had to make the hard decision of what goes where. And Red Dead, GTA had the world building, had the alive world. Red Dead has the story, because it had me at points. I was just like, there was a point in the epilogue that had me tearing up a bit.
That's crazy for this dude, I'm telling you.
I was just like, it was so great. Great, like, I've never seen such a greater cast of characters, whether they're you love to hate them or you love to love them. It's so, and I didn't even, for frame of reference, I didn't even play much of the original Red Dead. It didn't grab me as much. This did, and I don't know if it's just the gameplay mechanics, the story itself, how beautiful the world is, but I was just like enthralled. I just kept playing it. So good.
Just to add on to it for my first point, or at least the first go around, story, just like you said, completely immersive and enthralling. Without getting to spoiler territory, things go downhill.
Oh my god,
it is so sad.
It's sad, it's spectacular, funny, and tragic.
Yes,
it's just a downward spiral.
Yes,
it's so good,
and the world is just beautiful. And yeah, you can get lost in that game. I would be careful playing it because you're gonna put a lot of time into it. All right, so
number 8.
My number 8 is gonna be Call of Duty Black Ops 1. Oh yes. So Black Ops 1 was, I do say that Modern Warfare 2 is my favorite Call of Duty, but I think my heart tells me that, but my brain really is like, it's Black Ops 1. Because Black Ops 1 was like the first game I vividly remember seeing DLC for, and we were very much like, we can't get it because we don't have the money for it. And we were going to ask Mom to do it.
If you want to be concise, we can get to talking about it together very soon.
Okay, wait. Is it your next one?
Maybe. You want to just get into it?
No, so I'll finish my point, then you can add on to it. So, we never bought DLC growing up because it was very much a ask Mom or Dad to do it, and we didn't do that. So, but with this game, I'm not sure if I cannot remember if we got them to buy it or us. But we bought all the DLC. As soon as we saw the DLC trailers, we were like, oh, we're getting that. The zombies, story, just the multiplayer.
Everything about it, perfect.
It is so freaking good. And every drop that they did was fantastic.
Where's my remaster, cowards?
Honestly.
Dude, I would so play that.
That multiplayer, the money system, I absolutely loved it. Unfortunately, it was kind of a prelude of things in terms of pay to win, or not necessarily pay to win, but just paying to get certain content. but you can get anything in that game with that money you earned in game. The combat was great. The zombies was superb. I did say Black Ops 3 zombies were the best, but this is damn near close right there. Only thing that would make it beat it would be gun customization. The only thing that makes Black Ops 3 better. But this one was so good. All the weapons are iconic. You can forget the Galil, the FAMAS.
My gun,
I'm
man.
telling you,
Galil.
the wall, even the M60.
That pop.
That Cold War Vietnam era, they nailed it, and the story is so good. Just watching Yak Man's video about the campaign and stuff really did
Go
remind
watch it. You probably already have.
Yeah, it really reminded me of like how much I was like, oh my god, it's so good.
That's what swayed. Well, you want to just get to it? Number 7 is also Black Ops. I was torn between Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops, and I too watched the Ackman's video, and it just brought back how Modern Warfare had excellent multiplayer, and its story was good. Black Ops, excellent story, excellent multiplayer, zombies. It was a total package.
Quite literally the complete package.
And I just remember so many great things from that story. So many intense moments in the multiplayer and the zombies. It is the last truly great Call of Duty.
You think so?
Yeah. Like I like Modern Warfare 3. I like the ones that I brought up, but like in terms of just peak perfection, Black Ops.
That's not a bad way to put it. I think I'm gonna have to agree that is like gold standard. That's what we. And I'd like to add on that for me personally, there is a nostalgia factor. For a lot of these games, there is gonna be nostalgia, but like that time when the game was out, that was me and the boys also able to get Xboxes without work and everything. You know what I mean?
You can't see, but we have a Black Ops poster. We had it for years.
We've literally had this poster since the game came out.
Yeah.
So it really does mean a lot to us, and it is a fantastic game. So that is my number 8. Your number 7 is Black Ops 1.
And your number 7 would be?
My number 7. Battlefield 3. Alright, let me tell you. I'm Call of Duty guy, right? Battlefield 3's beta swings around. I hop on. I'm like, this isn't Call of Duty. This is difficult. It was the Operation Metro beta. And I did not like it. I actually hated it. I stopped playing after one match. In fact, I think my friend Tanner, shout out to Tanner, showed me that beta at his house on his PlayStation 3. I think a year or two later, I hopped back on, and I think it was at a friend's house. I was like, this is amazing. This is a really, really good game. And I fell in love, guys. Let me tell you. The look, prettiness, what the feel of that combat, and
the great maps.
The great maps.
Oh my god.
All the maps, damn near all the maps were great. The voice lines are unforgettable.
Oh yeah.
The weapons, M416. So freaking good. And it was the first like war game I feel like I played too. So like with LAVs and tanks and these gunships going off, I'm like, there are players in there, And I have just to share one of my nostalgic memories is I remember I was trying to get my buddy Jeremy, shout out to Jeremy, to play, and it was on the map Operation Firestorm, yes sir, and him and I were in a squad, and we were running toward one of the points on Conquest. And as we were running, he was getting a feel for the game and everything. And as he was running, he saw the most cinematic thing ever. It's not planned. None of this stuff is scripted to multiplayer. A guy piloting a little bird, and it, like as we're running to this point, it crashes into a crane in front of us, and like fire and debris come down. And he was like, "Oh hell!" And he's like, "Dude, that's awesome!" And I was like, "Bro, I know." It was so fun, man. Karg Island, Dama Van Peak, Operation Firestorm. What was the one with the tower? Caspian Border.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness, it was all great maps.
Oh, and I have my memory too.
Operation Metro, don't let me forget it.
Do you remember my magnificent moment?
Is it the Jeep?
Oh my god.
This dude's been reminding me of this stupid memory since literally, was it 2011?
Oh, well no, like 12 or 13. Oh
go
my
ahead,
god.
Go ahead and tell him.
Oh, I was in Operation Firestorm. I was at the refinery. I was sniping. And I was just trying to pick off people. A dude in a Jeep comes by. And I just thought, I'll just take a shot at him for the shit of it. I hit a landmine that I could not see and blew up the Jeep and got like a triple kill. I just stood up and yelled like, "Oh my god!" I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, it was so much of that, like of oh my god.
I had no idea. I could not see the mine. Oh my god, Battlefield 3, yeah.
Battlefield 3 is GOAT status to me. The best Battlefield, hands down.
And to my number 6, Mass Effect 2. I love Mass Effect. I have not played Andromeda. I will talk about it in a brief second, but 2 hits all the right spots. The combat, superb. None of that bullshit that made me mad in 1, like the Mako. And the story, I fucking hate that thing.
Bullshit.
The story is so good. The character stuff is so good. When are you gonna finish it?
I'll get around to it.
Like, it makes me wish I was there to play the games as they came out.
Oh yeah, I'll agree with that. Even if I haven't finished it, I think I wish I was in that moment.
To be, yeah, and
especially with 2.
And oh my god, that final mission is just, it sticks with you because it's so epic, so awesome, and it just makes Mass Effect Andromeda hurt so much. It makes you play this game, play this trilogy, and you hurt because you look at what it's become, that it may never recover. You're just like, please, go back to 2, make it like that again. It's amazing. It's an amazing game.
As for my number 6, it's gonna be Fallout New Vegas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so New Vegas was, I remember the trailer coming out at my old house, and it is, Obsidian's take is just amazing, quite frankly. It is, I know I've been saying this term a lot, but it makes sense I've been saying this because of the list, but it is among the greats. Easily among the legends, especially for Fallout games. Choices you make, the story is very complicated in a great, good way. Lots of choices you can make, lots of directions you can take. Being good or bad actually matters. Admittedly, I do think that there is a good and bad side. Caesar's being bad. They're being overall the good. They do have their positives and negatives. It's big time.
It's great writing.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Like I mean, it's not black and white. It's not really gray, but it's more like shades.
Mm-hmm.
Like, cause
it's not like the NCR are the good guys,
because you get to know everything.
The combat, while it's mostly still the same, they did add sights, which is great, awesome.
And you can change it to the way it was in Fallout 3.
Mm-hmm.
And there are bugs. Still to this day, there are bugs.
Yeah, this is true.
Including an annoying one I wish they would fix, where you go into vats and nothing, and you stand there and get attacked.
Yeah,
that has killed me before. But goddamn, it speaks to the game that I just play anyway.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And this is quite literally one of those games I spent multiple all-nighters on.
Oh yeah.
And they're unforgettable.
That was the thing I would do for most summers. I would just all right, I gotta make a day to just play Fallout all night.
Yeah, and it's well worth it. It is standard amongst all these games I've played as just memorable. I'm very, very happy to, especially Fallout. I'm in love with it.
Bethesda, look at it. Learn.
Do it.
Just do it. What are we at, 5?
Yeah, so
number 5.
Number 5, let's hear it.
Battlefield 4.
Ah.
Now, I was torn between 3 and 4 because 3 has the great maps, has a lot of advantages. 4 has, I think, the better gunplay, the better combat. I think that's oxymoron. But it's just there's little things in there, despite its rocky start.
Yes.
Oh my god! But it got so much better. I have so many memorable moments in that game that it took it. As much as I would like, oh man, the maps just aren't. There's a couple there, but there's just not as many. It's like, yes, that map. But what there is, it was so good. It was just Battlefield 3 got my attention. Battlefield 4 hooked me. I was like, I gotta play these games. These are awesome. And I just remember Parasail Storm, being this dude in the boat. I leveled up my attack boat. It had to be like 15 times because we were just owning it. It's those. What is this slogan they're saying? Like only in Battlefield or something?
Yeah, I think so.
It's just like you get those moments. It's like
that's a real thing. It's very much a real thing.
Yeah,
it
is something that like you don't see in other games. That's why like in more than 4, and I would have if 1 had been a little better in certain areas, I would have given it that. But 4 was just like
if essentially if Battlefield 1 had, I think in my opinion, if Battlefield 1 had the weapons to match 4's, that variety,
yeah,
as well as possibly the customization, Battlefield 1 would have been
status. Oh yeah. Didn't they add like 3 maps?
Yeah, they had a DLC dedicated to Battlefield 3 stuff.
It all worked out anyway.
It all worked out.
I got to play Metro all over again. Not the other Metro.
Yeah, I was gonna say wait. Operation Metro.
What's your number 5?
My number 5 is going to be Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
Oh boy. There we go. You want to give your history with the series, or do you just want to go into it?
I'll give a brief history. My order of Assassin's Creed games are completely out of whack. I was given 3, then I went to 2, then I went to 1, then I went to Brotherhood, then I went to Black Flag. So I ended that Desmond trilogy as soon as I started it. And admittedly, Assassin's Creed 2 is the best, but Black Flag, one of the most fun times I've had on a video. The way it look, it is the best pirate game ever made. The best one ever made, and it's possibly the worst Assassin's Creed in terms of story, but that gameplay is still there. The ship combat is unbelievable. If you play this game, you have those sea shanties headphones.
Oh my god!
Your crew
I was gonna say sea shanties.
If you have your crew singing sea shanties while going to the wide blue ocean with headphones, you are
a whale.
Yeah, like part of the game, not even scripted. You are a liar if you say you're not like immersed right now. Like if you're not smiling. It is such a good world to be in. Edward Kenway, the main character, is a fantastic one. I beat kind of an asshole. That's okay. He's a pirate.
I know, right?
Blackbeard's in there. Otto Wale, the goat. It was a whole lot of fun.
The ship combat.
Yeah, I mentioned the ship combat is something you want to do. It's not like this annoying thing that you're going into. The hand-to-hand or like sword, it's a whole lot of fun. There's nothing that beats when you eventually get 4 flintlock pistols. When attacking boats, you swing onto the boat, your crew comes with you, there's chaos all around you with 4 flintlocks. You could do you like put them back, and then you take your dual swords out, and you just massacre all these dudes with ease, and your crew goes wild. It is just so much fun, guys. It's
well, I love it when you get back to your ship and they're all Captain.
Yeah, like when you leave your ship for a good amount of time to explore an island or whatever, you eventually you're gonna go back in your ship, and your crew's like, yes, yeah, like they're like so happy, and you're like, all right, let's go, boys.
Like, I love these guys.
Yeah, it's so hype. It is so hype, guys. The game is from 2013 or 2012.
That's 2013 because it was the new generation.
Okay, so Unity was also 2013, or maybe that was 2014. I believe it was 2013.
They came out a lot.
Yes.
Then they had freaking like Rogue alongside. I was like, stop it!
Yeah.
These are hard to keep up with.
Black Flag is dirt cheap for the most part when it's on sale. Guys, play this game. Seriously, it is so fun. And that's my number 5. All right, so we're at number 4. What do you got?
Ogre Watch. Overwatch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that.
I'm surprised that's not in your top 3.
Oh, it would have been if not for next 3 games. But a game that hooked me. You can attest to this. When we played the beta, and it came out like what is it, the following week?
I think so.
Yeah, and it was like, let's go get it. Like, let's get it.
Yeah, we were like, let's just go and buy it.
Yeah, and it's just been ever since then. It's just been, oh my god, like people can disagree about it as much as we talked about that before, but I just get so much pleasure out of it.
So much dopamine.
Yeah, like there's things hits you right here when you get that kill, when you get the multi-kill, when you see yourself in the play of the game, when you rank up. It's
the team play, like
yeah,
bringing it all together.
I have great clips of just perfect team plays. It just gets you on that level of like, fuck yeah. But and it's just it stuck with me.
I mean, not to mention the world and the characters in of itself.
Oh well, it's not. There's not much story, and what they've added has been weak. I will admit that. I'll be
like the story.
Yeah,
okay.
like.
I mean, I think the characters and stuff are great.
I didn't say the characters. I said the story.
So like the lore.
Yeah.
Of Overwatch.
The stuff they've been adding in the comics, it's been. I mean, you've seen how they have like several different ages for McCree.
Right.
Yeah, they're not keeping that stuff in check, but the characters are great. It's one of those games, much like TF2, where you get a good idea of who these characters are by appearance often, but just by playing, you're like, I know this guy.
Yeah, and like you, to me, I think I speak for myself, or I might not speak for myself. I feel like I speak for a lot of people when I say you want to play a character just because of who they are.
Yeah.
You know, like as soon as, dude, you can't tell me that when they were releasing those the trailers for each character and their gameplay, as soon as I saw McCree, I was like, I'm playing this guy. He's a freaking cowboy with a robot arm.
It's like what's not to want to play, and then you play him and he's got like this cool personality and stuff. They put more writing into the characters than the actual lore, which is weird. So like it's really solid gameplay backed up by really great characters and a lot of fun modes to play around with. It's definitely a game that stuck with me. Yeah, I have to separate the maker from the product. Blizzard has done shit. Unfortunately, one of those cases where I have to look at them separate, because Overwatch truly is able to stand on its own. It's just a great game, not just a great Blizzard game. It's a great game.
That's your number 4?
Yes.
My number 4, Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. It is the end all be all of Super Smash Bros. It is the game. It is no longer Nintendo Super Smash Brothers. It is gaming Super Smash Bros. It's got people from Pac-Man, Banjo-Kazooie, to Ryu, to Solid Snake, to Sonic.
We're just waiting
Mario.
for Chief and Heavy
We're
and Doom
getting
Guy.
this close to doing that. I have a good feeling, especially with Microsoft letting them use Banjo.
Well, they're getting so many people to let them use stuff. Like they just got some Warframe
I think
stuff.
are they adding Nier?
I think
so. Some sort of a thing with Nier.
Yeah, like they're adding stuff. Even if it's not playable characters, it's like, well, here's a skin for your guy that's Undertale.
Yeah, that's right.
And it's like,
and people go berserk. They go ballistic.
It's like, is Smash just gonna unite everyone?
Yeah, and it would be so right if they did that.
Yeah.
And besides all that, obviously the gameplay is so fun. It's the ultimate party game. It could be. I don't know if I've ever seen a game that simultaneously hits down both sides of competitive, the extreme competitive, the extreme relax, just have fun with it. It nails both sides somehow, some way, and it is just so much fun. I love that. I forget the dev's name. It's Sakurai. Yeah.
The black dude.
Yeah, that guy. And the love that he's put into him and his team have put into this game obviously shows as soon as you start it up. It's Smash, guys. I don't even need to. I shouldn't even be explaining it. It's like the legendary Nintendo game. You know?
And it's just getting bigger and bigger with more Fire Emblem characters.
It's actually shockingly true. I'm surprised you know that.
Stop it.
Yeah. I do hope, as a side note, characters they do add, I very much hope so. They add Master Chief. I think
Reggie. Make Reggie a playable character. Make that big Nintendo Reggie, Sakurai, Iwata
as fighters.
Yeah. Hey man, I pay respects where respect is given.
Make Master Chief fighter. Make Spyro, Crash Bandicoot. Nate Drake would be really cool.
That would be cool.
There's so much room for great characters.
Yeah.
You know, and
because like you said, they've opened up to where it's not just Nintendo.
Yeah. It is very
There's
true.
no reason they can't go to Microsoft and say, hey, can we put Chief?
And I will say this. I don't think it's ever going to happen. But if this game was ever released on Xbox One and PlayStation 4, it would be the most played game. It would be. I'd buy it. I'd buy it for $60 as soon as it came out. Oh, you best believe I would. And I hope they do.
They make a lot of money off their exclusives anyway.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
So
Could you imagine the shocking amount of money they would make from that alone?
Yeah, we make a lot of money off these games. Let's make this game on these consoles.
That's my number 4.
Okay, to number 3 now.
The top
three of the decade. Guess why Overwatch wasn't my number 3? It was, and then I thought, no, number 4. I had to switch. To play Switch.
Did you just switch it?
No.
Okay.
Number 3 is New Vegas.
Oh, wow.
Dude.
Okay.
It is that game that I just, like, I remember it so fondly, and it's not nostalgia. I mean, it is, but, like, I love it because it is incredibly written. The gameplay is really fun. The RPG elements are solid. Like, I wish... I know I keep saying Bethesda, but like this isn't. There are the examples of what you do out there, and New Vegas is that prime example.
It's a gold standard.
Yeah,
of the game.
Like you get to know every faction, to where you, by the time you're given the choice of who to align with, you know. You're not left like, is this like? No, I know what they're about. I'll go with them. The companions are great. The world. Somehow they made a very barren. Is monochromatic the word? I don't know. Just like it's all shades of brown and shit.
Well, brown and blue, the sky and stuff.
Well, they made that
fun.
Yeah.
The desert is fun to explore.
I know, and some of the best DLCs.
Oh my god.
Old World Blues is amazing,
guys.
Well, and the fact that it was. It's like the MCU, the Fallout gaming universe, the FGU.
Yes. Like I have so many.
Oh yeah.
Just bringing up the DLC thing, I totally forgot about that, guys. When the game when it first came out, they had riddled the game with these references and I'll say references rather than Easter eggs. To the DLC that they would release. A year into the game, and for example, oh my god, just thinking about it was just so genius. I remember stumbling upon the cannon wreckage location that would lead you into Honest Hearts, and then it was being blocked off by buses and stuff, and it would say like in paint Courier 6 and the Burn Man lives. And I literally stood there. I was pretty much a kid at this time, like in awe, guys. I was literally like getting my mind racing, like, oh my god, what can this mean? There's so much meaning behind this. Like, I have no idea. And literally, months later, DLC comes out, revealing that cannon wreckage to be the entryway to that location. And there's even a conversation you can have with it early in the game, guys, early. And it would reference the main antagonist that not only is in reference in all the DLC, he is the final boss of the last DLC. So he essentially is your personal final boss, which is the
You're Thanos.
You're Thanos, guys. And he was referenced at the beginning. And I was like, this is genius. They knew what they were doing from the get-go.
There were 4 dimensions ahead of us.
There were 4 dimensions ahead of us. You know?
Man, we were playing checkers. They were playing 4D chess.
Yes. And, you know, Derek is right on the money when he says, like, the writing is superb.
Like I point out Old World Blues because it's just so funny.
Mm-hmm.
Like whoever wrote that, high five, because that was just some of the goofiest shit. Just
the toaster, for God's sake.
All the stupid.
A giant or a little.
What are they called? Like appliances.
Yeah.
They're just stupid and hilarious.
The little robot that's a little mug who likes coffee, collecting coffee cups.
Like why?
It's just dumb. It's great.
Oh my god, yeah. New Vegas, easily top 3.
You made me want to move it down. Just thinking about it, but that's a good choice.
Well, then what was your number 3, Sonny?
My number 3.
Tell me what number 3 was, son.
Is going to be Red Dead Redemption 1. Red Dead is... I literally still listen to that music today because it's that world.
He does. I will attest to that.
And John Marston's story, while Arthur's story is right there. It is right there. John's was right time, right place for me. And it stuck with me. I played it. I shot through it before Red Dead 2 came out, about a month before. And I was just like, oh my god, dude. I had played it before, but like it was way back when. But when I replayed it, I was like, dude, I just get it. And I love John. I love the world. It's so gritty and dark. Like, whereas Red Dead 2, not a bad thing that it's as colorful as it is. Red Dead 1 just screamed that classic Western John Wayne, like desert everywhere, lone gunner.
Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, and that thought of John just trying to do this thing for the government, you know, without getting too much details of the story.
Just one more score.
John Marston trying to do this job for the government, hunting his old gang that he rode with, and of course Red Dead 2 complementing that now.
Yeah. Red Dead 2, if you're not in the loop, is a prequel
to Red Dead 1.
Yeah.
And John hunting his old gang members to get this government off his family, get with his family back in just life, not as an outlaw like he was, but as just a normal man for the rest of his days. It is such a good story, guys. If you seriously haven't played it, like I said before, I've used this word a lot. This is like
the Western.
This is the Western game, and this is a legend among legends. This is like Ocarina level. This is up there, guys. Red Dead 1 is... Please try it. You get... As a good friend of mine, Kat, has said when she first played it, literally in 20 ever, said, I'm feeling this... I felt nostalgic for a game I've never played. And I was like, that is literally perfect. So, that is my number 3.
Only one thing to ask now. Where's my wife and son?
They were killed in prison. I'm just kidding. This is a great scene. I'm telling you, I'll play it. I'll play this game.
All right,
ready? So
number 2?
Number 2. What
we're closing in. Oh, we're staying on target. Skyrim.
Okay.
Skyrim. All these other games I loved for one reason. Skyrim, I didn't even know anything about. I didn't know what Elder Scrolls was. I just saw gameplay. I was like, this looks cool. I played it. You bought it because I guess you just were like that interested. Mm-hmm. And it was just like I was sucked in. Mm-hmm. It is because of Skyrim that I watched Lord of the Rings.
Really?
And The Hobbit and all those. Like I never really gave much fantasy much attention because I'm more of a sci-fi guy. But Skyrim made me go, oh, dragons and magic and all that. This is fucking cool.
Yeah.
And I've played it so many times. You get that loop of just, you know what? I'm gonna hop on. Oh, I don't remember where I was at. I'll start over, and then you're just in. You're in, brother. There are some story stuff that could be better. Some of the companions could be better. but it's just so immersive. There's so many ways to play. There's so much to do. It is indeed one of the greatest games of all time. Have you been to the Cloud District? I'll have you know, there's no pussy. Skyrim Shuffle. Skyrim.
Okay, my number 2. I almost want to switch it up, but
Fingers in the ass already. You can't go.
Minecraft. Minecraft is what needs to be said. Everybody's played it.
I forgot to put it on my list of throughout the years, but yeah, I will. Yeah, I'll join in.
Yeah, so Minecraft was released officially 1.0 2012, I believe.
Okay, yeah. So if I was retroactively 2012, yeah, Minecraft is.
It's a GOAT.
It's
literally in GOAT conversation, like the greatest game of all time, and rightfully so. It's
simple yet addictive. It's plain but complicated, and you just get wrapped up in, especially if you're in survival, just building your village and making sure your shit's together. And we've literally like hours sunk in just building stuff,
and just. I don't think I've ever could have imagined myself thinking a world made of blocks of Legos was beautiful. Like, I can literally get on a mountain and be like, look at the
have you not played Legos?
I mean, yeah, they're cool, but like, you get on the sun, you see a sunset in this freaking block world. I'm
the music that just complements it,
and you're like, this is actually beautiful.
This is relaxing and nice.
And like I said, there isn't much to say about it, like, because you all know and played it. Hopefully.
Yeah, if you haven't played Minecraft,
get on it. Just
what rock were you living under?
Just try it.
It's 2020. It's current year and it's terrible so far. Go back under the rock. But play Minecraft before you do.
I'll say to share a personal story for it. Like it's personal. I got to save my life or something.
Minecraft.
It's just a cool story.
Jack, he had elephantitis. His face was all kinds of fucked. Playing Minecraft, it went away in flakes. It took forever to clean up, but we're happy.
So when I first played it, I never played the alpha or beta or anything like that on like anybody's computer. I think I like hit a pig or something on my friend's computer. It's like I don't know what the hell.
Yeah, well, most of the computers we had at the time could not run that.
Yeah,
unless they wanted to. I don't know how a computer could stroke out, but I'm sure it would find a way.
Right, especially our old potato one. But that's besides the point. And I remember hopping on it when it was released on Xbox 360 back in the day. And you were put in that tutorial world. And I kid you not, I'm not just making this up. I remember very vividly when I was exploring, that music started to kick in. I was like, I get it. I understand why people. I can feel myself like get that emotional. I'm getting emotional over this stupid ass video Lego game, and because I remember it so vividly.
Then we got the HDMI and we started playing split screen. It was like it's on,
and it was unreal. Like playing that first time, I could just, I like I said, guys, I got it. Beautiful, amazing game. I'm telling you. Like I said before, it is in GOAT conversation for a good reason.
Well said, Notch. Oh, wait a minute. It's Microsoft. So, you ready?
Alright, guys.
Ready for this?
This is it. This is going to be a long one.
Y'all ready for this?
I probably should have said this at the beginning, guys, but there is a disturbingly big lack of Nintendo games on our list. Like, for good, only because we never got a Wii U. So,
well, no one got a Wii U. That's why it underperformed.
Right. So, like, for example, Breath of the Wild would have probably been on our list had we had played it. But we just did not get on the Nintendo game. Fortunately, I was able to play Smash and everything. But all you Nintendo fans, we ain't leaving you in the dark. We just were not there for it, okay? I'm sure Odyssey's great.
I played a demo of Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, I'm sure Breath of the Wild's full thing was great. And Tetris
it was pretty cool.
Was awesome. So, that's just a heads up. But as for your number one, D, I already know what it is, but let them know what it is. What's the number one game of the decade, baby?
Oh, man, there's no way I couldn't bring this up, man. We doubted it. We doubted its success. We thought we didn't pay enough attention. Man.
It's not gonna be a real choice.
It's home. What?
Just say it.
Homefront the Revolution. No. It's Borderlands 2. Not only would I say the Borderlands 2 is my favorite game of the decade, I would say in my 25,000 years of life, 25, it is my favorite game ever. It is a game that I have played every character to level 72.
Which is max level.
Well, not anymore.
Not anymore,
yeah.
but it was.
It was,
a
yeah.
long time.
I have bought it on 360, Xbox One, and PC. I have logged in over 1,400 hours. It is. I've beaten the game so many times that I could probably read it, like, speak the dialogue as it's happening. I like the first Borderlands. And I waited a year after Borderlands 2 was released because I just didn't this is a neat sequel to that game I like. And then I played it. It was just I was in, and I've been in. I'm playing it again just because I had to get my achievements up to 100 again, and now I gotta get to level 80 with everyone. It is my GOAT. Unless there's something greater that comes along, I don't see any game surpassing it for me. It is the reason I have the tattoo, and that was before I logged in as many hours as I have now. Yes, it is
hands down your number one.
Yeah,
not even close.
Oh yeah, and we're not even through, even though we should be. Jack, you have anything to say about Borderlands 2?
Damn, I mean, it's just like Minecraft. It is in GOAT conversation for good reason, and it's kind of crazy to think that a 2K game, looter shooter would be in GOAT conversation, but it is.
It's set looter shooter.
Yeah, it is the gold standard of how to make a looter shooter. Having the, like I said earlier, memorable characters, incredibly memorable villain, fantastic DLC.
A villain they can't even, I like the Calypsos as for what they are, but pre-sequel had a weak villain, the first game had a weak villain, and Handsome Jack is just you love him, you hate him, you find him funny, but then you find him scary,
and then you feel bad for him.
Yeah.
And Tales from the Borderlands.
Oh my God, they added on that.
On that is further. They knew what they had, so they made a game with him in it.
The classes are varied enough to where there's a lot to play around with.
Playing with friends.
Oh my God.
Randoms even are just so much fun.
I played much of it solo, but it's built to be co-op, and it's so much fun as co-op. It is so much fun to work together, take down bosses,
and just loot hunt. And
oh my God.
It is Derek, I'll speak for you when I say this, guys. The game is from 2012.
Yes.
2012. The Handsome Collection is usually on sale, which includes 2 pre-sequels.
The Handsome Collection includes 2, all the DLC. That is everything, even the cheap stuff, and pre-sequel, and all of its DLC.
And we say it like we're getting paid, but buy it.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Hey, if Gearbox wants to give me money, I'll take it. I'll take money to promote stuff I already love. Mm-hmm. What am I shilling out for? I already played the game.
Yes, guys. Seriously, if you even have any remote interest in first-person shooters or looting or anything like that, great story, just charming world. You could so much love
horrible world, charmingly horrible.
Right. It is the game to play. Play it.
And get to the man of the hour, of many hours. What is number 1? What is Bachelor number 1?
So I almost switched it with Minecraft, but it is a bold and controversial choice. Not necessarily on purpose, but for some reason, when I was thinking of switching it, I was like, no, I don't think it needs to be. It's gonna be Skyrim.
Wow, number one.
Yeah, I think Skyrim's the best game of the decade. I think that while it does have its flaws in terms of the bugs and everything as the best Bethesda game do, I don't think I've ever played a game that has had me want to replay it that many times that simply. Like, I can literally find myself thinking about the game and listening to like a track from the music.
Yes.
And like I want to play it. Like I'm gonna go play this game again real quick and like play it. Not
I'm
just
not
hop on
gonna get anything new out of it because I've already done everything. But I just want to play again.
Yeah, and like it's not like a session. Like you're gonna want to play it for real.
I'm not even talking about modding it, which adds a whole another
we
layer.
didn't mention the mods. That's an entire dimension, like realm of possibilities within this game. And it enters my number one for not only those reasons of simply thinking about it being replayable, but when it did come out, all my friends were playing it, all talking about it. There's so much content. This game, I don't care what you guys say, this game is ahead of its time, hands down. This game was not meant for 2011. There's no way. Bethesda was caught lightning in a bottle with this game.
Oh my god. Yes.
It is still shocking that this game was made in 2011 because it holds up so well. It is kind of getting muddy in those textures.
Yeah.
Admittedly so.
Well, that's just because of the engine they were using.
Right. But when you look at like a mountain in that game, and
oh my god, yes. Yeah.
Like the clouds, you're like, this game was made last year.
Dude, I've said it before. It is like you look at mountains, the fog over it. It looks like a painting.
Yes.
But it's a painting that you can go onto the other side of and then look at where you just were, and it's still beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
It's such a great game.
And just got a lore.
Yeah.
With the books and everything else, and just
my favorite was the journal from the blind guy that had nothing in it.
Yeah, or who can forget the lusty Argonian.
Hold on a second, I gotta
go. the crafting, the first playing the game and understanding it was I can never forget it. Yeah, I remember. I'll share this one with you guys. When I had first played the game, I didn't know what smithing was all about. I just didn't crap about it, and so I never touched it. And so I had to find all my armor. Yeah, and I remember finding a dwarven helmet, like on top of a tower, some random tower out in the wilderness. It was the lone dwarven helmet sitting on like, and I was like, bro, this has to be. Look at it. It's a golden helmet. It's gonna be the best helmet in the game. And I just found it. And I put it on, and I literally didn't find any other armor throughout my session. But then I found like dwarven pants. I was like, dude,
you thought you were finding
a
set?
I thought I was finding like the set of the game. And then like I believe you had something. You may have had it, or you may have like had something better. And I was like, because you were doing smithing at the beginning. And I was like, bro, like look at my armor. And then I realized pretty quickly down the line that you can indeed make dwarven armor, which isn't even that good. Like
I know, right? It's not even the best armor.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just like, this is awesome.
Yeah, the look of it and the way I found it, I was like, bro, it has to be like the greatest armor in the game. Just things like that. And the giant, finding the giant.
The first time you find a giant and you gratefully underestimate them.
You just, holy shit. And you get knocked up into the air.
Hey, look, I'm cool, buddy, I'm cool. And like, no.
No.
My mammoth.
And it has been released so many times for good reason.
Yeah, if you haven't played it by now, it just doesn't pique your interest, but at least give it a shot.
For sure, I would say so. And this isn't to say that it blows everything out of the water like his does for Borderlands 2. I do think, like I said before, it's very, very close.
You got a great amount of enjoyment out of it.
Oh god, yeah, and like I could play it again. You know what I mean? Like I haven't got tired of it yet, but yeah, Yeah, guys, I know it's a controversial one. I feel like a lot of people, for both of us, are gonna be screaming like Witcher 3 and everything,
Oh yeah.
and it is not out of the conversation. That game in of itself isn't GOAT status, but that's my number one, guys. Skyrim.
Yeah. Skyrim and Borderlands 2. Well, hopefully, this next decade has great things awaiting us. A quick, because we're not even gonna bother looking at games that you anticipate. Let's just say it at the same time, but we both know.
Starfield.
Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk 2077. That's right.
Yeah.
Just a quick. Yeah, I mean, this is our
Yeah.
epilogue.
Yeah. This is the epilogue.
So, just for anticipated game's sake, with Cyberpunk 27, this is off, like you said, off the top of our heads.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk 2077.
I mean, if anyone watches and says, "Hey, the most anticipated game," would you be down for that?
Me?
Yes.
Well,
no,
yeah.
the dog.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
So that was our list. You let us know down there in the comments, guys. We want to hear your top 10 of the decade.
Oh yeah.
I absolutely understand if it's all gonna be Witchers, Minecrafts, and everything. Either way, we would love to see. Let us know.
Oh yeah. And if you think we're stupid,
Let us know.
we know.
Because guess what? We're called Mediocre Streams for a reason.
Well, yes. Other than like Cyberpunk, I'm sure there's a lot of games that are likely to come out. I can speculate that it seems like Injustice 3 is going to be a thing. I'm going to be ready for that.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean,
I think, well, real quick for Cyberpunk, based on CD Projekt Red's resume with Witcher 3
track record
being their last game, I've said this to friends before. I think Cyberpunk has potential to be the greatest game of all time.
Bold statement.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see when it never comes out because they keep pushing it back.
And this might be the definition of quantity based on the map size, because it's supposedly fairly small, but it's packed full of things. But I say greatest game of all time.
Hopefully it's small, but got width and
for sure.
So there's a lot to explore.
Yeah, like this might be the best RPG of all time as well as game. But obviously that is me totally speculating.
But I mean, we got I don't know much about Starfield.
I don't know, but he does.
But Elder Scrolls 6, hopefully Bethesda figures it out.
Yes.
It is many things.
Right.
So we'll just say it. There's obviously going to be
Dead Island 2.
Oh, hopefully.
Yeah.
That has been so long, but I'm hoping they get it out because Dead Islands is awesome, and I think we're coming up on the next gen. I think they
really do something with that. Yeah. Call of Duty. I mean, always hoping for the best for for them.
And Battlefield.
I can't think of another game except maybe a Star Wars game. Fallen Order 2 has been announced.
If I remember correctly, it's been announced. I think it's been announced. Why wouldn't they? It's a success. We still haven't played it yet. We should.
Right.
Halo Infinite. Hopefully, that's Microsoft 343 figuring out the formula that worked.
Yeah, and with that, I will say I hope you guys are excited as personally I am. I'm sure you are too. That with the new gen already coming along. It's kind of shocking that we're already there because it felt like yesterday the Xbox One was released along with PlayStation.
I feel old and my bones hurt.
Yes.
But that's probably for other reasons. So you got your boxes coming out. But yeah, that's a quick anticipated. If you want to see more, go ahead and say. But that's our favorite games of the decade.
Favorite games of the decade, guys.
We are old.
If you guys enjoyed this
Zoomers.
If you guys enjoyed this video, definitely let your friends know. Click that thumbs up button.
Oh yeah. And share, obviously.
Yes, and
subscribe
and all that nonsense. But
pledge
really, guys,
a loyalty to us.
If you did make it this far, we do really appreciate it. We know it's a long-winded one. But,
yeah, it's. Let me guess. What do you want to guess?
If you want to tell them, you go right ahead.
It is 4 in the morning.
It
Oh
is-
my
Is
god.
it really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We should have done this earlier.
Yeah, we started doing this.
Oh my
12:30.
god.
I thought it was like just 2:30.
I know. 2:30.
But
But
once again, thank you guys for making it to this part of the video.
And-
We really do appreciate it.
and I want to say, Twitch. You're on Twitch.
Twitch is the main
Follow
source.
us on Twitter.
That's so Twitch is mediocre_streams.
We'll be on at Twilight.
And Twitter is mediocre_stream1.
We pick up twigs.
The stuff's gonna be back there in the description, guys.
We would not consider ourselves tweens.
That's it.
Was a good video.